this faction called the Quiet Cats? Because that would have been
Yes,
awesome.
the Quiet Cats. That's a great way to start the recording. Jesus Christ, Coyote. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Design in Progress. We got a jam-packed episode for you today with 5 players. We're doing hopefully actually the last test at Tundra tonight because it's I've gotten enough tests in. I think I'm just gonna start doing the art and then we can start rotating through some maps again as opposed to the like 8 videos that I've done on Tundra. Um, we're also gonna be testing out a couple of factions. We got Zerogamer.
Hello, hi.
We got Ccoyote.
Hello?
We got Lupin.
What's up?
And we got Buckets.
Howdy, howdy.
So Zerogamer, Ccoyote, and Lupin all have factions that they've been working on that are in various stages of disarray.
Development, I'd prefer.
Development. Development is a much nicer word. And actually, Zerogamer and Lupin and Buckets and I all played a game last week, and the video got corrupted. So there's a hidden episode that will never ever get to see the light of day. But anyway, so I know how all of these work, but I'm gonna let them start off, and as they kind of start off their turn, they can explain the first time they take a turn their general gist of each of their factions. I think with that we set everything up. So Zerogamer, you take it away. You can do a quick mini explanation, and then you can take your turn.
Thank you. So I will be doing my custom faction here, fan faction, the Goblin Junkers, who come with 2 main shticks as it is right now. They have one large pawn they call the Champ, a large mechanical bull built from scrap of the woodlands. And the goblins want to feed it scrap so they can roam around and cause some chaos. And to actually start, the first thing you do is you spend a card from your hand to place some scrap in clearings. So we're going to play a Propaganda
Or were we
Bureau
going through
box.
the? Oh, sorry. Were we going through the rundown just in general, or you're just doing on the turn?
Yeah, we'll just do the rundown as they start their turn. Luckily,
okay.
they're going first, second, and third, so they can just go over theirs and then take their turn. So
Yeah, I think I should hit pretty much everything that the faction does in this first turn, so we should be good. But yeah, so let me get rid of this guy to the discard pile. I'm going to place 1 scrap in every clearing with a fox, including this one with the actual. Oh, didn't mean to do that. A little crowd in there, it's fine. All right, after that, we spawn in some extra goblins.
No, you don't spawn them in. I love the title of this.
Oh, clock in. Sorry, they clock in
clock
for
in,
for a
yeah.
job.
they
for the
clock
job.
in.
They clock in.
I've just been dying over here. So good.
Look, they have a job, and their job is garbage removal. It's very simple. I'm not going to need these other 2 cards here, so I'm going to go ahead and spend them as well to get 2 additional goblins.
Oof, it's
You
so
get two by default, and then you can spend 1 more card each time for 1 more goblin.
Alright. It's different than before.
It's
Yeah,
a little bit different.
less.
Yeah, it's slight adjustments.
it's still a lot of goblins.
It's still a lot of goblins, but
So
you'll
many.
see. So if you go down to step 3 in Daylight, repairs, I changed how repairs work. So now when you collect your scrap to feed to the champ, you have to remove a goblin to do it as well.
The goblins just walk into his maul.
Yeah, they
deliver the
bring
scrap.
the scrap in, yeah, and then they clock out.
Each goblin, yeah.
Each goblin.
Each.
But after spawning in, they now get a combination of either of 4 things: battle and or move in combinations. So let's see. So 1, 2, move that group up there, and then we're gonna go 3. We're just gonna move this 1 goblin back for the 4th move with the scrap. That's all my moves for scavenge. We do some repairs. Goblin hops in, feeding the champ 1 scrap.
Wait, so why is it not called clock out?
I should. Well, because
Unbelievable.
they don't, because they're actually still doing part of their job. They have to do the repairs and then they clock out.
Oh, jeez.
So
No, I'm saying third.
So,
First is
so
not-
let's.
you know- Go ahead.
We should go over the champ tracks here real quick because they're fairly important. So the champ is controlled by this board state here.
hmm
As long as he has some health, he is active and running. When he takes hits, he will remove health from this scrap track here. And as he gains more health, he gets more powerful, and he gains bonus hits as he gains in strength here. Which, when he gets to the end there, an extra 3 hits seems very powerful, but he's very easy to beat into submission. So we'll see how it goes. But collecting scrap also is how you get your victory points.
okay, cool.
So
I
just one
have
victory point.
thoughts on this, but we'll do it at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So this isn't a like 3.5 hour game like last time.
Right. Well, we'll do it towards the end again.
I like the big gobbo.
Yeah.
Big Gobbo. I might rename it Big Gobbo. I like that.
Please don't rename it because I've decided to start calling it that.
So after you do the repairs, you can do a quick craft with any scrap you have in any clearings you control. I don't have any cards left though, so we're gonna go straight to out of control, which is very simple actually. It has 2 parts. You move and then you battle. But because it's a wild machine, you roll the dice to determine how he moves. So you can go to either a mouse or a fox clearing. So he has to kind of go here. Nothing to battle, so he just stands there.
And is it a must?
I don't think I put a must there. I should put a must though.
Okay.
Good note. But yeah,
Well,
he must
I mean,
battle.
I mean, it's implied must because you didn't put may.
Right.
I suppose so. Yeah.
I mean, but you could put must. But...
Right. You can be super clear.
Yeah. After that, you just draw 3 cards. So one thing about the goblins is they discard their entire hand at the end of the round and then draw 3 ones, and they only ever have those 3 cards to work with. They cycle out cards very hard and very quickly.
So any faction trying to get a dominance is going to be a little have a bit of an advantage playing against the goblins.
One important note to make as it moves to other people's turns: the scrap that's laying around, it's not defenseless, so you still have to roll and just hope you don't get a 0/0. As well as when you do remove one, you take 1 hit.
Ooh. Okay.
They are still worth a VP though. It
Okay.
should be noted.
All right.
I haven't did that yet.
Did you go over that wild animal part?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I felt like I mostly explained it. It's just a little bit of rules clarification. So you can only move or battle with out of control. So the scavenge section here only affects the actual goblin warriors, not the champ.
Right. This is basically the same as the whatchamacallit.
Okay, but he'll take damage this time, but he can't remove just the scrap off the sheet.
And so I'm sorry, just one last clarification. If it's anytime we attack him, we can move him to an adjacent clearing.
Yes.
Okay. Not like, oh, if he's at 0 health.
Right. No, it's just anytime you attack.
So we attack him, the battle happens, and then we can move him.
Yeah. So
assuming?
after the battle resolves, which I can put in there to clarify, after the battle resolves, you get to move him.
Even if you don't deal him damage?
That's a
That's
good
the
point.
biggest scaredy cat.
That's a good point.
run!
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, it probably should just be when you do damage, so a 0/0 result in no movement. Not something I
Right.
considered.
Right. It would have to be like if he loses health, because you could like pile
Yeah.
a bunch of dudes on top of him and protect him.
Whenever he loses health, whoever removed the health gets to move or something. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah. Anyways, my turn's done though.
Okay.
Alright. Just doing a little adjustment to better just explain my faction this turn. Alright, we're skipping the darkness phase. Sorry. But you just don't do it on the first turn. Because we have no clearance with unlit fires. But we'll expand on a further turn. Let's move into Birdsong. Great Temple is on the board. That's here. The Great Temple is 2 temples on top of 1 temple. It's pretty cool. Then we will not flip any fire tokens. So we aren't scoring this turn, which is cool.
So
We're gonna
I'm sorry
move-
if I need to interrupt because I'm really confused by your calendar.
I'm about to
Yeah,
explain it.
yeah.
So now I move each calendar marker 1 space.
So how did you determine where they started though?
Oh, this is the old board, isn't it?
Oh
I'll
boy.
fix it. 1 second. This moves.
I'm assuming he gets
So
to
I get to
choose.
set them during my setup. I get to choose where I want them all.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, it
Um,
wouldn't really matter, right?
Oh,
and then they
because
it'll
all
matter.
move forward
Because
1.
this ring has 4 on each one. Oh, you're just putting it. Okay, it falls under recruit, and then okay, I see that. Okay.
All right.
Because it's gonna shift around.
And so how my actions work is I take 1 action for each ring,
Okay.
if that makes
So
any
you're
sense.
in a recruit, then you're in a move, and then you're in a build. But there
I'm
might be
gonna
times
recruit
where you
again.
have no fires in move.
I can adjust where the fires are by discarding cards that match the temple.
To move 1 marker on the calendar to the start of the next quadrant, or
Each
a bird
action is a
to
quadrant.
move a marker in the start of one of the next 2 quadrant. Okay, explain the bird part.
Well, it just if so, this move 1 here can go either into build or battle.
Yeah,
If he
Right,
spends
if he
exactly.
uses a bird.
Okay, and if he spends anything else, it just goes to the next one.
Yep.
Gotcha.
All right. So I'm gonna recruit 2 to here. Then I'm gonna move.
Wait,
these 2 to here.
so you're on 3rd. Okay. They must be in order starting with the outermost circle.
Recruit. Then down to
Okay,
here,
so
which
you're
is
always going to
move.
start with this one.
Then I build. Go ahead and build this here. Then I'm gonna recruit again.
Hmm.
Hey, dudes.
Is it double recruit each time?
Yep.
Only if it works that way. Next turn, I will have 1 recruit action.
No,
instead
I
of
think he means
5.
every time you recruit, you get 2 guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Though I'm thinking about changing that. We'll see.
How many dudes are you rocking? 20?
Yep.
It's already got 12 guys on the board. That's
Yeah, I was gonna say, comparatively, the goblins don't have too many anymore.
Then I'm going to.
You may put a fire token in any clearing you rule
Yeah.
with at least 4 warriors.
Oh, that should be 3. Yeah, this is
it,
the
it,
board.
it does say 3 warriors.
Oh, 3.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that says 4.
So
What?
those go
Wait,
there.
nope, that's 3.
Then I'm going to extinguish both fires.
What does that mean? What is the point of that?
So, well, it gets back to darkness, I think.
It both impacts where I can get hit during darkness and how I score. But we'll go over that. Well, we can go over that quickly. Darkness, you roll this die. And then all clearings that don't have the ghost in it, that match this, receive this much damage split between the factions. If in this
You included.
Yep.
and clearings with the ghost, everyone else takes the damage, not me.
So for that, so you rolled a mouse and the only extinguished fires here, so you'd be the only one that take damage?
I would have
Okay.
taken 0 damage there, but say I got like 3, I would have taken 3 hits.
I also want to check: is your ghost like a non-removable pawn, or what is it?
You cannot interact with it at all right now.
Yeah, so it just
You mean
sits
right
there.
now?
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
the
what
current
do you
rules
mean
are.
right now?
Oh, okay. Like, yeah, I didn't know if you meant
Yeah, I
future
need to.
turns or
I
something.
uploaded the wrong one. But I'll fix the board in a second. But yeah, so basically this ghost doesn't do too much. It just gives me the clearing it's in. I don't take hits from darkness, and on my turn I rule that clearing.
And you can move it how?
If I do 1 action in every quadrant on my turn.
Cool.
Wait. It just says a 5th action of your choice. Is that a different rules thing?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I need to update the sheet. Just let me explain.
Gotcha.
All right, y'all
Um,
good? Oh, I need to draw 2 cards.
Is
Alright.
okay. What is there anything that happens if you can't perform one of these actions? You just don't get a 5th action, is that right?
No, if you look at it, it says you may perform.
Oh, there's another paragraph over here.
Coyote's just gonna start hiding rules in random corners of the board.
Did you read this over here?
He's gonna have expansion boards just for the Lobos.
Yeah.
There's like
It's gonna be-
like right underneath here in 2 font. It's like, oh,
Oh man,
okay, duly
y'all should
noted.
see my first draft of the Blackguard.
Hey, the Blackguard is some top-notch design. They ended up
Thanks.
being super fun. We should.
Did you
Oh,
see
okay.
the first section? I literally had
So-
so many words.
Probably important. What's the main way you score? Flip on light
Um,
fires? Is
So
this-
after darkness on my turn, at the start of my turn, these flames will flip back up from the Great Temple, and I can only flip them in Chain of Rule from the Great Temple.
So you have to create like a line of guys.
I
Right.
have to create a line
so
of
you
rule.
can score up to 5 a turn, in theory.
Yes.
Right. But
Okay.
it's pretty. If we can take rule away from him, or we can blow up flames. And
So
it'll-
and it has to go in a line or like
Yeah.
these.
It has to be a chain of
So,
rules.
so it can't be like
doesn't have to be a
here
line.
and then here and then here. There, you'd have
Like
to
I
have.
could have these 3 clearings, right? I still have rule from the Great Temple. But if it was like this, and I didn't rule this clearing for some reason, and there was still a fire there, let's say I had 1 coyote there and you had 4 guys, I couldn't
Well-
light this one or this one.
Well, for example, if you have it here, you can't chain all 3 of these, right?
No, that's what I'm
Because the
saying. Is
chain
it's not
starts
it's
at
not a
right.
chain. You have to have line of rule to the Great Temple.
Right. So it's kind of.
it's
kind of
not
like.
one chain.
Right. It's kind of
Okay,
like.
it's just they have to be connected. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like wood.
Does it matter if there's a fire in the Great Temple?
What do you mean by that?
Like if there wasn't this here, would that change anything?
Hmm. Not well, yeah. I mean,
Because
Does
he
there
needs to
have to be a
flip that
fire
one to
here
start.
for that to be
you,
like?
it does not. There does not have to be a fire there. No.
Oh, okay. But putting it here is
like,
just a nice, easy.
the Great Temple will always be on the board at the start of my turn.
Right. But you
'cause
might
I
not
replace
have.
it if it's removed.
Right. But it
So
might.
like if you knocked it down to like choice of me removing the flame or the Great Temple, I probably remove the Great Temple.
Right. That makes
Because
sense.
they're just gonna get it back, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Alrighty. Lupin.
Hey, so I designed this faction to be about as simple as possible. The lore here is that the Bushtails are these warriors who have they're a brigade who are being kind of employed by the denizens of the woodland. So, start of each day, they kind of get their mail.
Damn
Which,
squirrels.
Original way this worked is you only ever drew 1 card. Now you'll end up drawing 3 if you have more outposts out. So max is 3 at the start of your turn. Unlike other factions, you don't draw any at the end of your turn. Then I have the option to get my guys out of trees, so they can move regardless of rule from a tree to an adjacent, or from a forest to an adjacent clearing. But you have to spend cards to put them back up there, so I'm going to leave them there for now. It's kind of expensive to stake those archers in trees. At this point, I take 2 actions, plus 1 for each outpost on the board. So the more outposts I get down, the more actions I can take. Now, one little clarification. Battle, move, and recruit at an outpost makes sense. Commandeer is effectively placing an outpost.
Mm-hmm.
So I spend a card to place an outpost in a matching clearing without an outpost. That gives me an extra action, but you'll notice that I just burned an action placing the outpost. So consider that more or less a free action. And if y'all have a problem with that, I can change the wording.
No, it's fine. If
Yeah,
that's
that's
how you
fine.
want to do it for now, that's fine. You know, there's ways to get around it if you don't want that to happen. But if that's how you're intending it to work, then that's fine.
Yeah, again, I'm trying to. I mean, I could probably delete 2 or 3 of these.
Right. Or you could
That's
move
fine.
stuff around. You know,
Yeah,
you could have
yeah.
commandeer and then take 2 actions plus 1 or something
Sure.
like that. You know.
Absolutely. But I'm going to commandeer. I'm gonna, as powerful as this card is, I'm gonna spend soup kitchens in order to put an outpost in any clearing because it has to match, and that's wild. So,
It's stuck on my champ.
oh,
Stupid,
Uh,
stupid
that
champ.
that feels like an omen of things to come. All right, so I put it there. So now I got 2 bunny outposts. I get 3 more actions. And one thing about the Bushtails is they are a little bit warrior poor, even though they have 20 of them. Each recruit action, you get 1 dude. So, especially at the start, I'm basically going to be recruiting a fair bit. The other thing is the huge difference with this faction is I went with a really complicated scoring mechanic. You score a point after your actions for every clearing you rule. So
you took out the crafting stuff?
I did. I love it. I just think that it needs to be with a different faction.
Okay.
So I'm
Clearings you rule. Okay.
clearings that rule. So it's a little bit like a press, but I'm actually kind of cool if other people are there. I'm just trying to show the rest of the denizens of the woodland that I've got like control
Right.
over it, kind of
That
thing.
you got this.
Exactly. And so 2 points. And then the great thing is the first thing I do at evening is if I want, I can just get the hell out of there. So I'm going to. Oh gosh, I'm a little worried about those goblins, but I'm going to leave these 3. I'm going to leave them there for now. Leave them there for now.
Goblins are fine, I promise.
Oh god, they're such a problem. And then I feel like we should probably make this game as even keel as possible because we're testing out these factions. So I'm going to try not to do anything too chaotic early on, but I am going to craft
Go for it.
I'm going to craft coffin makers.
Oh my.
Right away. Oh
God.
God.
I
All
mean, we're
right.
playing with how many warriors?
Who has a
Not
sabot?
a lot.
Who has a sabo?
Oh, this never goes away?
Oh, it never.
Coffin?
Not until we sabotage it.
Wow.
Sabotage
That's
coffins,
pretty good
man,
for
I like it.
him.
Yeah,
It's
that's
great for anyone on this map.
bad news for us.
And with this faction.
Is this card too powerful?
Yes.
Coffin makers?
Oh, why don't they take it out of the deck?
But
Well,
tell us
oh,
what it
this
is.
is an actual official
Yeah,
deck.
there's an actual. It is not in the master deck.
Masters. I don't know. I like it. It's a little chaotic. I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's great. The art alone is it's top
It's real
notch.
good.
All right, and that's the whole turn. I don't draw cards in evening. I already drew them in Birdsong, so that's
So now
That's
we're
the
just doing it
Squirrels.
back on.
one. I'll switch it over. One last thing. If any of y'all want to attack me on your turn, you're gonna have to. I mean, I can get out of that battle. I can spend a card to have my dudes scatter into adjacent forests.
That's your ability up here.
Yeah, so feel free to attack me if I can get out of it. I'm probably gonna do that.
Balls. I got a boot. Ugh.
Oh man.
Well.
What's going on?
I think you could get. There's. I don't know. Boots fine.
How does the vagabond work?
So this is a really cool faction, guys. It's
Seems
just
a bit
one.
complicated for me.
It's just one warrior.
He's not
Pawn.
a warrior. He's a pawn.
Pawn. My apologies. Okay. Okay. How now, brown cow? Let's do this. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna be the nicest of nice people, and I'm gonna aid the Bushtails for a point.
Oh, my man.
So I'm.
You're
I'm
aiding
not-
the Bushtails?
Yeah. Let's put a big old target on their back.
I don't know if they're the ones with the target right now.
We'll do that, and honestly, they were where I wanted to be, so that's how they won that. And just draw a card. I'm gonna refresh. We are using the quest freshener,
So what? I was looking at this. So
And,
it rotates my quests for you.
Yep, and Despot Infamy. So we'll be doing DI plus the quest freshener.
It's
They just
probably best.
Explain
considering all
the despot
warriors.
empathy thing. You can only get 1 point per battle or something.
right. It's 1 point, per battle, for removing pieces per faction technically, which it only really comes up when you're the vagrant. But yeah.
Why is that broken normally?
It just means that you can not do everything else that it's on this board, and you can just fight people, and you get like 8 or 9 points a turn.
What?
Yeah, it gets real broken real fast once you get like.
How would you get so many points?
So if you have 3 swords, you can do 3 battles and get 3 hits on each of those, and you get an extra point for cardboard. So you just like turn into a lawnmower. Just mow down
Is
a
that a
bunch of people.
vagabond thing? You get a point for. Oh, look, score 1 point per hostile piece removed
Yep.
in battle. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. All right, so that's my whole turn. I drew my card. On
So
to you,
you can only
Buckets.
get. Sorry, you can only get 1 point per turn
Well,
No,
per
per
faction.
combat.
for combat.
Per combat. So if you attack me twice, you can get 2 points.
Right. And I
Gotcha.
and I still get the extra. I still get a point for removing cardboard. It's just I only get the 1 extra point per combat.
I'll just cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, it's very easy once it gets there.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
My hand's empty. Draw a card. I need to add 1 or 2 cards to the decree. Go ahead there and.
Suited recruit right off the bat.
I don't have a lot of choices here.
Oh, your
Only let
card's
me
blank. Your card's blank to me, or it's upside down.
What?
I need
Yeah,
to read it real
because
quick.
you're viewing it from over there.
I can see it, so you might just need to leave and come back.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's all I'm gonna do for now. Actually, I don't think I'll need that really. So we'll do there. Okay. We're gonna move on to daylight, craft, use, and roost. I don't have any craft, and then we're gonna resolve the decree. I'm gonna do 2 recruits. And we're gonna get a big move and build going.
I will say I do love boats. I'm a little sad to see boat builders in your decree right now, but
Well, all the rivers are up here, and I don't think I'll be venturing too far up there.
Boat Builders is a good craft on this deck, though. On this map.
No, I was contemplating it, but
Being able to bop across this giant forest can be quite helpful. But for where you are, I can
yeah.
see
Plus, you guys are doing a lot over there, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna chill.
why. I'm just gonna chill over
Let's
here.
go to intern. I'm gonna take me a. I'm gonna draw 1 card and get 1 BP, and that's it for the
Yep.
Erie.
And we're gonna roll for the blizzard.
rolling, rolling, rolling.
Is it gonna stop? It's never gonna.
3, so it goes this way.
Oh, that is ideal.
All right.
I was really hoping that it would go here and screw over Coyote.
Going back to goblins, we're going to spend this bird dominance card, and I'm going to use it as a fox.
Isn't that not great though to have the goblins have an open path to me?
I mean, it's
I don't know
not.
how
I
to
don't.
do
I don't have any control over the blizzard, Coyote.
That is
We're gonna
fair.
clock in a couple goblins here, and then
Leroy Jenkins.
would have loved to use that.
And you scored 1 point, right, Erie?
Yes.
I gotcha.
Oh, I thought one of the 4 people would do it, but
Gonna clock in.
bystander effect.
Gonna clock in 2 more goblins here. Total of 4. Okay, they're gonna start scavenging, so I'm gonna start by moving 2 of these with these 2 scraps. So 1 move, 2 move. And then we're going to go, with these 2 goblins are going to go 3 move, 4 move, dragging back their scrap.
Oh, it's so many scrap.
Wait, this should be a quick game. Oh, shoot.
Let's see here. So that's all the scavenge. Time for repairs. That is 5 scraps. So I'm gonna have to remove 5
Is it
goblins.
5? Oh, geez.
What?
One was hiding behind the champ. That's nuts.
Can we make this thing smaller?
It does
This
mean
thing's
so these
egregious.
so because they're custom pawns, they're not gonna trigger the coffin keeper. So you just have to count them at the end.
Do you know how to
Alright,
you know how to
alright.
fix that?
I don't.
They just need to have warrior in their name.
Oh, do they really?
Yep.
Oh, it's very simple. Okay.
That's it.
I'll fix that. I'll fix that up later.
Ah.
Because I have all the other goblins too. But so let me grab all these.
Wait, so
scrap-
you're about to score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yes.
I have thoughts on that.
Yeah.
But you won't score again for a. You can't score anymore, right?
Not until I I can't.
Not until we
like,
hit you.
Yeah. Once they get knocked out. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I will say that that 3 can probably go back down to a 2, and I can probably move this another
You
one.
knock
that
them
was
out
an empty
yourself?
spot, but yeah, when he fights.
Right, because they'll take hits.
Yeah.
Dang. I was gonna say we could just agree to never attack him for the rest of the game.
No, he forces it. He's gonna force the issue right now. Yeah, scoring. I'll be honest. In the 5 test games I ran, I was never able to grab 5 scrap at the same time.
Well, hey, you know what? We could have attacked the scrap, I guess.
Yeah, we could
And
have.
I mean,
I-
really,
First,
the only
whenever you
person to
hit it,
blame here is the
and this
squirrels.
turn 1.
I will genuinely
Whoa,
say this
whoa.
though. Part of it though is that I changed this second daylight action here from what I had originally. At Endgamer's request, I'll
Yeah,
say.
this is 100% my own fault. I was like, you should.
Yeah.
It was attack twice and move twice in any order, and I was like, I mean, you should be able to do that.
Right.
whatever
Well,
you
in
want,
theory,
you know?
it might just be a limit on how much scrap you can take in each turn.
Right, or it could just be that it needs to be 3 actions instead of 4.
You could also do it like the Corvids, where for every additional scrap you want to add, you have to take off an additional warrior to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Or-
you would put yourself back pretty hard.
Right, or repairs, or each repair is one of those 4 actions. Like you get 4 actions: move, battle, and repair, and you have to.
Okay.
Or the scrap
Add in
placed around the
repairs into
board.
scavenge. What?
Oh, place a scrap token at every matching clearing.
Right, so it's like the Corvids.
So he has to go out and get them. So I mean, yeah, as we all get built up, it's going to be much harder for him to get scrap.
Right.
So
I mean, let's
maybe he explodes early. I mean,
yeah.
Well, we'll see how it goes because he's about to lose a bunch of scrap.
Right, I know. I mean, SP Shaman has a faction that's like that. Like in the first 2 turns, they usually score 10 to 12 points, and then by the end, it's like, I don't know, I can't score any points.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes because now you guys also know the threat that is the scrap if the goblins get it. So we'll see what happens.
Threat level midnight.
the scrap.
Roll in to move and activate bunnies and mice. You know what? That is not actually. I wanted a fox so I could go over here and punch the Lobos.
We
I
haven't
have
even
to. I have
scored
to
yet.
go punch the squirrels now.
We're all
And
scared
he
of the
even
Lobos.
faced it towards it.
Real quick question here: if I do damage to you,
Yeah,
Like,
it does.
would that-
Yeah,
I
You
get
removed
points
all
for
these.
take. No, but do I get points for taking them off your board?
No.
it's an option I'd considered at some point, but again, that was before I changed the scavenge option as well.
It would be
Alright, so-
pretty. It'd be pretty weird, but
So there's
Yeah,
well,
I wouldn't. I
there's-
wouldn't count that. Yeah, or I would.
so if I can get the heck out of there, I might as well, because all I'm going to do is open up the option for you to.
right. And he's going to do at least 3 to you
All right.
At a minimum.
at a minimum, which is also quite silly.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this.
Ambushes work, by the way. You could do ambushes too.
Yeah, but
Yeah, spend all your ambush.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get rid of a bird card, which just pains me. And it's a really good one too. in order to move all these guys. They're gonna scatter,
All of them? Okay.
go into the trees. I mean, the poor bunny that gave up his house to be an outpost is
Yeah,
that's
that outpost is the most dead I've
feast
ever
at
seen an
dawn.
outpost.
Yeah.
Here, I'm renaming all your dudes. Goblin Warrior.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
There we go. Should be all of them.
All right, so the outpost is gone. He scores another point. I think it's
Oh,
already been
I
put on, though.
gave myself the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just draw 3 cards, and my turn is over.
Whew.
I'm
Now,
much
here's
less scared of the Lobos now.
Now here's the interesting thing, though, because you guys did signal into it earlier. I won't be if you don't hit the champ. I can't place any more scrap to score anymore now. And the squirrels scattered away from me.
But yeah, when you're out of control, I get you, and you can only move the champ one time.
Yeah.
So next turn, you couldn't even battle with the champ.
You're right, unless one of us moves into one of those 3
Yeah,
clearings.
so literally, he's 100% won't score next turn.
You want to pass the turnaround?
Oh, sorry.
No problem. All
So
right.
the champ's just an environmental hazard at this point. That's what you're
Being
saying.
fed by an army of goblins. Yes.
Seems
Gotcha.
that way.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go into darkness, so I get to roll this mob die.
Which at this point can basically only hurt you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point it can only hurt me. Usually it only hurts me.
How do you do that roll thing?
Just hit.
You just mash R.
Oh.
If you if you
Which I'm
select
about to
it.
do again to find out how many times I hurt myself.
Roll a 3.
Well, I hope 2 works because I lose 2 coyotes.
Holy
2
crap!
Lobos.
It does that much damage? I thought it was just 1.
Nope.
Yeah, it's
Rolls
Full
a dice
die.
for it.
There's a reason why your recruitment's strong.
right.
I've lost 6 of my own people in one turn from this before.
Oof.
Let's see. So that's the darkness phase. That's how it works. Not super fun, but la da da. All right, Great Temple's on the board. I am gonna craft Fox Partisans.
Cool.
Yeah, but this just says roll the mob dice and deal 1 damage, 1 combat die
There we go.
worth of damage. Okay. All right.
Yep.
So if you rolled a
I wanted
2,
to make sure I wanted to be explicit that way people weren't rolling this and being like, I take how many damage?
right.
So if there were 2 factions there and you rolled a 2, you would take 1 and he would take 1.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay,
And if
not both
I
people
rolled
take
a 1, both of us would take 1.
2. Gotcha. Oh, round it up.
Yep.
Savage.
As each faction taking at least 1 damage if a 0 was not rolled.
All right.
Okay. Now I crafted. I'm gonna get to score, so I flip this for a point, and this is connected to the Great Temple, so I flip that and get a 2nd point.
Cool.
Overpowered.
Definitely. Okay, now we move into daylight, and these are each gonna move 1.
Oh, wait. Those 4 foxes you moved need to go into the coffin box.
No, he lost 2. I thought he
did
lost
lose
2.
2.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was just 2. Sorry.
Yeah. Which
Thank you.
are you okay with me renaming your warriors, dude? Coyote?
Oh no, my warriors count.
They do?
I think so.
They're not named.
Yeah, I think.
They're not named a warrior.
Move 2 of my goblins out. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
No, they don't work. All right, yeah, rename them. Go for it.
Howdy, warrior.
You mind renaming them Lobos Warriors?
Yeah, sure.
So long as you're at it.
I'm out to play.
Thanks. Let's see.
I live to serve.
If you could
Did you start your calendar already?
I moved them, but I haven't adjusted anything yet.
So you have to build twice here. Oh no! I keep thinking
He
you're
may.
like 3. Gotcha.
Yeah, this ain't no horrible
Turmoil
dystopian
jazz.
bird eerie.
I definitely want to recruit.
There we go.
I can move, which is great, but I don't want to do more moving. All right, I'm going to throw Eerie Emigre away.
Oh no. Say it ain't so.
Say it.
To move this one from here to here.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to throw a bake sale away to move it once more.
Wow.
And when you move it, it goes to the first chunk.
Goes to the first spot in that quadrant, yeah.
Cool.
That was expensive, but I want to move. I want to get some fires out. All right.
So it seems like you can almost always, like, you'll probably have a good number of temples on board at any given time, so it's kind of just a light restriction on which cards you can discard. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's a light restriction, but like my drawing isn't super great.
Sure.
I mean, we'll see. Like I said, it's still early development. I'm going to start out with a recruit, and they're gonna I don't double move. I'm gonna take that bake sale back.
Give me that big sale.
Move once there. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I can dig that. I'm only gonna go to there. All right. I'm gonna use that to have just gone to there.
You're gonna
Set
move
this
it
up in this quadrant.
to battle instead?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do my recruit. Oh, but the moves at the very end. Damn it. This fucking faction, huh?
Hey,
I mean,
Exactly.
conceptually, I like it.
you could have played the ooze. You chose to play your own faction. And also you designed this faction.
So what'd you do? You discarded to move this 2 quadrants forward?
No, I just redid what I had undone previously.
Oh.
Because I'm indecisive at all times. All right, I'm gonna recruit here. I get 2 moves. I'm gonna move.
I'm sorry. I thought you worked out and then in. So wouldn't you build before you move? Or am I
No,
reading that
he
wrong?
recruits and then
Which is not a
build
problem.
and
Yeah,
then
recruit,
move
build.
and then battle.
Move,
Thank you.
Okay.
So I gotta build here,
And then a double
which is
move.
perfect. Then I get to move twice, which is going to be. I guess I have to take 4? That feels risky.
Ew.
Oh no, I can do it like this.
Hey, you just show him.
I can move 1 and 1. Yeah, we'll pretend that's not a points pinata down there, right?
It's not like there's a huge path that goes all the way across the entire map from over here.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'll get fires in both of these spots because they both have 3 Lobos.
Hmm.
And then I'm going to extinguish all it fires. And draw 2 cards.
How'd you put out the fires again? Put out fire
It
tokens?
happens automatically at the end of
Gotcha.
Evening, yeah.
at the start of evening.
Now, lit or unlit, we can destroy it either way, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think them being lit or unlit is mostly for keeping track of darkness. Or
Yeah.
no, not
For
darkness, the
scoring,
scoring
yeah.
in birdsong, yeah.
Because the
Thematically,
fire
it's
can
still pretty
stay
cool, but
unlit if I'm not able to light it, right?
Right. Like if we came in and somebody ruled this clearing and ruled this clearing, he would not be able to light any of these three.
Mhm.
Wait, where does it say that? The lighting part?
It's,
Third step of birdsong.
Flip
Third
any
and
that are
Birdsong, yeah.
connected. Okay. Alright.
alrighty, Lupin.
Yeah, so you all can take your warriors back. I'm gonna grab a point for coffin makers. Didn't like to see that outpost get trashed like that. Usually I'd be drawing 2 cards here, but we'll go with the 1.
Have you considered revenge?
Yeah, you should go smack. You should go smack the goblin around, the champ around a little bit.
And just hit all of his goblin warriors.
And
He-
yeah, why bother killing the big gobbo, when you could kill the small gobbos?
Well, I absolutely could. And right now, like the cool thing about the Bushtails is they're a little puzzly, but on a pretty ground floor level. In that my actions are all about trying to figure out how I can rule as many clearings as possible
Mhm.
at the end of my actions, right?
Hmm.
So like I probably do want to move one guy in with the champ because then I'll definitely rule that clearing.
Because the champ
Yeah,
doesn't
champs
rule.
pawn. Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah,
care. He's
yeah.
a wild animal.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm looking at my cards here, and okay. All right, so I think I've got a plan. I've got 3 actions. And do I want to descend first? Yeah, I'm gonna bring one guy down here to be in the clearing with the champ. I'm gonna also send one of these guys here. I'll bring him right down here to the clearing with the mouse. So now I'll be getting at least 3 points at the end of the turn. Okay. Moving on to daylight, I take 2 actions plus 1. So I'll have 3 actions, and then as many cards as I choose, I can commandeer, throw outposts up. Hey, Zerogamer, what in terms of the champ moving and battling and stuff?
Yeah.
There's a pretty good chance that he's gonna be able to move into that mouse clearing at the bottom, right? I'm just trying to figure out the die.
Yeah. So
Looks like a
3
3
to
and 4 chance.
I think it was about a 50% chance. Yeah, 50% chance.
Mm,
Because
3 and
2 of the
4
sides have mice,
plus the bird.
or
So
plus
it's
the bird. Yeah, sorry.
It's 3 and 4.
Okay. So
Yeah,
in other
pretty
words,
decent chance.
gotcha. Okay. Ugh. Well, that's
Yeah.
weird.
I forgot that the bird was on this. You probably could do like a regular dice, but just include the bird, because then it would be a 50% chance of you being able
Yeah.
to move where you want to.
The main reason it was the split thing is in case, like on a random board like this, he just gets landlocked between like 4 bunny clearings or something, because you know how placement is sometimes.
No, totally.
Sure. Jeez.
I mean, if that's the case, I could just rule that he just forces a movement anyways, but...
Right. I mean, or there's that 1 in 4 chance that he gets a bird. I mean, it's not necessarily even bad if he just stays where he is.
Well, I'm gonna spend a pains me to do this, but a fox ambush. Let's put an outpost down.
It's
I think-
in the matching clearing, right?
It's got to
Or
be in a
any
fox.
clearing.
It's got to be in a fox clearing. And you know what? I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'll do that once that isn't a problem anymore. So let's just bring that guy right back. So I haven't taken any actions yet. I guess my last action is I'm gonna take this guy right here and move him into this fox clearing. So that'll be the last descent. Okay. That makes sense?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Now you're starting your daylight actions.
Now I'm starting them. So I got 3. I'm gonna attack in the fox clearing. I want to wipe out some goblins.
Okay.
Is it
Looks
from
you have
earlier?
2 archers.
And I do have 2 archers. So the archers, Ccoyote, they contribute during attacking. So basically just on my turn. unless the Vagrant wants to get weird with it. So I can roll up to 3 hits in this battle. Like that.
Like that.
And you
And
did.
you did.
Okay.
Nice.
Did it really roll though?
Well. Yeah, it did. Okay. Second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend that ambush, in order to put that outpost there. It's just a little order of operations thing, but it would have sucked if it had been like a 3/3 or something. Okay. So
Even
that's
doesn't count towards your rule.
it doesn't. But now I'm gonna grab 2 warriors as my 3rd and 4th action
What?
and
Wow.
put them
Plan
there as
this
well.
out. Legit. Squirrels are scoring 4? Holy shit.
So yeah, so that's 4. Okay.
This side of
And
the board is
then-
very dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna
and
skip
then I
the
can
fuck out of here.
I can discard cards to ascend, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna discard down to 5. My turn's done.
Alrighty, let's do this.
Turn number 2.
Quick, fast, paying attention. Let's do this. It's the hammer. Thank God. Get 1 point for that. I am going to. Man. 2 moves. It's a real shame none of the goblins are where I want them to be.
There's not even that many goblins out. There's 3 of them.
No, I know,
You
but
just
you
destroyed them.
could be a points pinata for me later, because you have so many. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna, sheesh, craft this root T for 2 points and T.
Dang.
And that was one of my boots also to move there, and then being the super nice guy that I am, I'm gonna pass the buck along. I'm gonna aid the Eerie for 1 point. Make you craft and use that.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, you take care of that. That's my whole turn. 1 card. Pass it along.
Alright, sweet. Hands empty, draw a card. Need to add 1 or 2 cards to the decree.
Don't you dare add that to the decree.
I kind of have to.
No, we gotta get rid of coffin makers.
Well, is Common Makers that bad? He only
Yeah.
scores 1.
1 per 5. That can easily be 2 or 3 points.
I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it by the next turn. Wait, how do you do this? At the start of Bird's Eye. Oh, so it'd be a turn after the turn.
Right. That's why it's like you gotta craft it now.
No, I want to craft something else.
You do have 2.
I got a couple turns. I mean, I will. Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, the squirrels.
You can play it fast and loose.
Once the board fills up, establishing rule is going to be a lot harder. Should throw that out there.
Oof. All right. You do you, dude.
You craft it.
I should have thought about this. No. I'm putting it in the decree.
Okay.
No.
You're spending it on recruiting? Oof.
Well, I don't know. Everything else is pretty fresh around. Like bottling up might be a decent strategy. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, sorry. Before I started daylight, I wanted to craft these dudes. Okay, then I'll start the decree. So same thing, 3 recruits. Gonna move over and build 1. Is that 6? And that's 5. I'll just move the 1, 2. All right, and then I'll get my. I'm done with my turn, so get 2 VP, 1, 2, and draw 2.
Alrighty.
All right, buckets is done.
Roll that dice.
Pass the turn, buckets.
Buckets is past turn.
1. Back to where it was before.
All right. Well, I don't have any scrap to spend, but I did say I have to spend a card, so I'll still spend a card.
Oh, it's a must spend a card and then put scrap?
I guess I didn't put must on the board anywhere,
Right.
but I also didn't put may.
Yeah, if May's not there, I think it should be considered a must.
I can't remember.
I mean, we're testing, so it's obvious this ain't competitive, but
Right.
Right.
I would say just consider it a may.
A may for now. You're a little bit far away now, Endgamer, by the way.
I definitely moved my mic away so I could blow my nose.
yeah, I didn't even know who that was. Like some other person talking.
Yeah,
from
some other person talking. Jesus Christ.
I'll just say it's a may then, so I don't
Yeah,
spend a card doing nothing.
just keep it a may.
Yeah. Anyways, clocking in now. So 2 to start, and then thinking of my actions real quick. Yeah, that should work. So spend 2 more for 2 more goblins. All
The
right,
only reason you wouldn't recruit all your goblins is to craft, right?
that is correct.
Okay.
and,
So
and just to spite us.
yeah, and just to spite you. I mean, they get discarded anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna scavenge. I'm gonna take this whole group of goblins. 1, 2, all the way
Oh.
over here.
The backdoor play.
3.
Oh.
Then I'm gonna pick up these 2 scrap. Come
What?
back down here to rabbit.
Okay, now I'm bamboozled.
Then no repairs are happening. I go into evening crafting. I'm gonna actually remove one of these scrap tokens to craft with the bunny power.
The power of the bunny.
To make a boot.
And
That's pretty good.
I will draw a card
Score myself a
True.
point.
for this card. Sweet.
Then the champ goes out of control. Let's see where he goes. Bunny or mouse. I think he's gonna go down to. I guess just did this one mouse clearing.
Yeah, hit it up.
His literal only choice.
4 squirrels.
All right, so square up, squirrels. You and me, mano a mano.
And poor squirrel.
I had
Okay.
mono once.
You want to scatter that one squirrel?
No, I'm not gonna scatter or ambush. Or do any damage, I guess. Endgamer, would you be able to rename my dudes to be Bushtail Warriors?
Yeah. Oh, I'm on it.
Thank you.
And that's it. I draw 3 cards, and my turn is over.
All right. Whenever you're ready, just pass it on over.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
No problem. Okay.
Alright, I gotta watch
Let's
this.
do
again.
darkness.
I'll rename them. Oh, you got them
Come
already?
on,
Okay.
bunny. Let's kill some goblins.
Wait, what? He rolled already?
No, I said, come on, bunny.
Why did you hit it that last time?
Last time.
I didn't mean to. It was a bad roll.
Oh man.
So how many hits do I take in that clearing?
There was a point where I considered that when the champ runs into a goblin clearing, he hits some goblins too, but
Alright, lose 2 Lobos in the mouse clearing.
To the coffins.
To the coffins, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, if there's a way to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that sabotage that you threw into the fucking decree.
I'm sure there's more sabotages in the deck.
There
No,
are
that was the only one.
there are
Ah.
3 sabotages in the deck.
do I want to craft anything?
They come up less often than you want them to.
Yeah, I'll craft a false orders.
Casually.
Oh, I will reconnect and then I will craft false orders.
Oh my.
Uh-oh. I really like this calendar.
Calendar.
So-
I think it's pretty creative.
Such a cool mechanic.
Yeah.
I also kind of like the idea that when you're discarding the cards in order to move the tokens on the calendar, it's like you're sacrificing the denizens of the woods to kind of appease the gods.
Next week, if your squirrels have a calendar, I'm calling duty.
Chicanery.
If you
Totally
wanna give
original
yourself a
idea.
calendar and figure out how to make it less clunky than this, just let me know. You're welcome to play around with it all you want. Because I
think
like
it
the
looks
calendar
great.
idea. I need to figure out some way to streamline it a little bit.
Maybe
Um,
maybe it's just that you can kind of take the moves in whatever order or the actions in whatever order. You know, that might make it a
Yeah.
little easier.
I think what it is, I just need to play it a lot. I think I need to have varying amounts of like I don't think it should be 4, 3, 2, 1 for
Mhm.
all of these. I think maybe the inner circle should also be 1, and then we should have, maybe 4 move and 2 build, 2 battle, 2 recruit on the top or something, and then
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I need to play with it.
Do some funky stuff. So it's not all.
Well,
you could even have some stuff where it's like the outer one is 2, but then the inner one is 3, and then it's 2 again on some of
Yeah,
the
exactly.
chunks. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it looks good right now. I don't know if it would actually matter changing the numbers other than just the person's personal strategy.
Predilections. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
'Cause,
thing is
I
you can
mean-
always move it.
Yeah.
Well,
If route was
that's
like
it.
30 turns long, it would be
I
great.
assume these goblins rule like normal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, I'll get 3 points. Light these 3 fires.
Shenanigans. And start the fire.
Then I'm gonna move each calendar 1 space. So I gotta move, gotta build, got another move, got another build. I'm gonna throw Fox out. Move. Let's see what I got. 0 recruit this time. That could be an issue, couldn't it? Oh, do you mind if I did one more construction project? Or one more craft? I'm gonna go back just a little bit.
I mean, as long as you
Oh,
actually
now
have
that you've
Yeah.
drawn all
to
those
it.
cards, wow, really?
I'm gonna throw tunnels out as well, just because I think this is really
For some
good
reason,
us.
yours are face down. Is that a problem?
Yeah, it's
That's
a
nice
connection. Yeah, so if you leave and come back, you'll be fine.
And I'll be good. So what do you mean, like close the entire game down?
Right, like
No,
if you
go to
just
the main menu.
right, if you just go back to the main menu and then reconnect to this game, you'll be fine.
Gotcha. I'm like, dude, making all these secret crafts over here.
I will say you
This
crafted
one.
tunnels, but it's very funny because you're already adjacent to all your things.
Yeah, I know,
But
but like
eventually, he might not be.
it's.
Oh,
I realized it's stupidly good. Like if I got like a piece over here and built, it would still count as adjacent to the Great Temple for fires.
Right. Basically, wherever you have a temple is going to be adjacent.
Yeah, so it's one of those cards where it's like it could be completely useless, but it could also like
Be busted if
yeah.
under the right conditions. Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw away another coin. coins.
Jesus, man, you're killing me.
Oh,
He needs those coins,
Um,
my man.
to recruit. So that's the thing. It's like you see, like, yeah, I can usually throw cards away to move that, but also I don't have that many cards, right?
Right.
I'm burning through them pretty quick.
Right, and you do need to have like built up a temple in each suit
Yeah.
to have kind of free reign.
All right. So I get to move.
Because so you're gonna move, then recruit, then move, then build.
Yeah, so I'm going to move. Recruit. Move.
I mean, you also just don't have
Let's
to
do
move.
move. And then we're gonna build.
you know what'd be
Does
eh,
that fire
Does-
go away because there's less than 3 people?
No.
yeah, to
I guess
kill
just
it.
replace
I
him.
guess.
I just have to have 3 in a clearing to place one.
Aha, okay.
Yeah, this ain't no vultures. Alright, I'm pretty good with that for my turn. And let's finish up this stuff. Right, let's put these fire tokens out.
I will say visually, it could be like if you put like a big white like number 1, 2, 3, and 4 on these. I mean, maybe even with the fire, but like right in front of them, the numbers. It could be easier from like the other side of the table to see what order you're going in
It's actually a
Oh.
really good point.
instead of
Oh, if
like
I put
because I
numbers
have to
inside
come
of
over
here?
here and
No,
because from over
numbers on
here I
the
just
markers.
yeah like a 1 because this one's
Mm.
always going to be going first, so I can just glance over
Oh, here. Yeah,
Just
that's a
for
good idea.
readability. Yeah.
like a little. It could be a white or something. It doesn't have to be super
Yeah,
big.
1, 2,
Just like
3,
the
4.
yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
I know
these are
the
definitely temporary placeholders. They're my old fires.
Right.
gotcha.
Didn't they used to have the ability to like move up and down, or am I going insane?
That never happened, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm just a crazy person. Don't listen to me.
That's all right. My factions change rapidly and quickly like that, so it's
Sleep
not unreasonable.
deprivation is one hell of a
Drug.
yeah.
Squirrels.
Oh yes, you have the
Yeah.
scroll.
Y'all can take your warriors back, by the way.
Yeah,
Um,
my kids decided to wake up at 5:45 this morning. It's great.
Oof.
Oh,
Go in the bag.
It's
well,
like,
if it makes you feel any better, my new apartment has a fire alarm that is connected to the upstairs apartment,
oh no.
and that person works um until very late, like often 1 a.m. and apparently continually burns like frozen pizza at that time. So like I'm regularly waking up at 2 a.m. screaming with a fire alarm 4 feet from my head blaring.
You're like, ah!
Jeez.
Well, that sounds horrible. So
It's kind of fun, you know. Every now and then you just wake up and you're like, I have
It's-
all this energy.
it's like a
What's
little
going on?
it's like a little party that you don't know when it's gonna happen.
Exactly. I am ready to both fight and flight.
Got the strobe light going, you know.
So I'm gonna grab 2 cards now because I got that second outpost out.
Hmm.
Yeah, money bag squirrels over here.
Yeah, it's nice having guys in trees. You know how guys in trees, kind of moving them around is a bit of a pain actually. But okay. And this is kind of the issue with the squirrels, is that it'd be nice to kind of turtle here, but it also does very little for me.
Right. Your scoring really starts to stagnate.
It does. It does. I've got to find a way to score the game, or to slow the game down. So let's try that. I'm not gonna descend at all. I'm going to spend a mouse card in order to commandeer a mouse house.
Mouse
A
house.
mouse
Uh,
house.
A mouse house.
Mhm.
A
Right.
house of mouse, some might
Ho-
say.
A house of mouse. I'm going to turn it into.
Not if you don't want a copyright notice.
Oh, he said it.
I have 4 actions left, so I think I'm gonna go recruit 2. Oh, come on, TTS, you got this. I'll recruit 2 into that mouse clearing.
You can recruit on any outpost, right?
Any outpost, yeah.
Gotcha.
Then I'm going to attack Ccoyote. Do you have an ambush?
No, only
In
corn.
case he doesn't know, this Bushtail applies for the attack.
Yeah.
Not sure if we've done that yet, but
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now one thing I could do, which was a little more applicable, it used to be. At this point, it's just very expensive. Is I could, after ambushes have not been declared, I could spend a mouse card or a bird card to have these guys scatter. The attack goes through, and none of my guys are in the clearing, so they wouldn't take hits. My outpost would. So it's.
And your outpost would be defenseless or no?
Actually,
I
yeah.
think technically, yeah.
Yeah, it is defenseless. Huh, that's fun. Alright, so no ambushes, so I'm going to attack. Can roll as many as 3. I'll take 2.
Coffins.
And then that's 1 for me as well, I think.
Mhm.
Okay.
Coffins.
Into the coffin makers, sorry. In the coffin. And then I have one more. So building was basically a free action. I just had to spend a card. Recruited twice, battle, and I'm going to battle again. Ambush.
Nope.
The infamous. Oh, got it.
There we go.
I was really hoping for an
points for you.
oh.
It's just wait.
It's
He
2
can only
points.
remove 1, right? Oh, it's
No,
defenseless.
it's defenseless. Yeah.
Defenseless.
And I got the Bushtail in the.
Oh yeah, you do have that. Well, you only rolled it once.
So you guys came in through the forest. I need to be aware of that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
should have been
Yeah.
They're coming out of the trees.
I mean, they can literally pop up anywhere.
It used to be that you'd play a card each turn, and that would tell you where you can recruit, where you can battle, etc. That was just a little too confusing. So
I actually liked that a little bit better because I felt like it was more restricted for, especially since it was like a beginner player faction. Being like you can only do stuff in orange clearings this turn. Like focuses their brain, you know.
Sure.
But we can talk about
well,
that.
There's a great giant gap on that player mat now. End of my turn, I control 4 clearings. So
I should say your scoring's fine, by the way.
I think so, right? Am I crazy?
If anything, it might be a little bit.
Well, I mean, he has gotten three
I've also
coffin maker points.
But he also got like 8 points off of his clearings, so.
And
yeah, he's been scoring 4, and he scored 4 twice, and then a 3, I think.
I mean, they're definitely becoming problematic. Somebody might need to stab them.
Yeah, I've also taken very little heat.
Yeah.
I'm preparing.
Well, with all these empty clearings, it makes them super easy to score.
Right.
That's true.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, unless we start ripping their heads off.
I forgot to do this during my last turn.
Craft.
So I'm gonna do that now.
I'm gonna craft a bag. If that's cool.
Yeah.
So, with that one bunny.
Another point.
Another point.
I will draw a card.
Did someone give me that point?
I gave you the point. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
All right. I think you're done, right?
That's me. Yeah.
Shucks. Okay, I can't do what I want to do, but anyway, I'm gonna slip into the center here and pop out over here. I'm gonna.
Did you
Jeez.
refresh all your stuff already?
I did not because I always do this out of order because I'm an idiot.
Hey.
I get 1 point for that. Jeez. I think the past like 3 or 4 times I played Vagabond, I have found the sword last. Was really hoping for a sword there.
I got another pair of boots for you.
You do have another pair of boots for me. Is that
And-
actually helpful? You're pretty good at crafting. I doubt you're gonna though. I can
I might.
do this in a really weird way. I can maybe kind of do what I want to do. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna aid you. This that gets me
Thank you.
a point and a boot.
Boot.
Then I can. I had needed a boot to come out of the forest. And then I can use this boot to move up here. Ah. And now I can do this and this. Do this quest. For 1 point.
Money.
And there's no reason to aid the Bushtail because I'm already there. All right, great. I mean, I guess yeah, sure, fuck it. I can craft this boot too for a point.
I will draw
And
a
then
card.
another boot. How many boots do you have right now? 4?
So many boots.
You're the fastest little thief around.
None. I mean, I could have 5 if I was the
I think
scoundrel.
squirrels have the next bag you need. So
Yeah. That's why I wanted to aid the squirrels. That's right. That's right.
I mean, I'm willing to let him roll it back.
One of that bag. No, it's okay. I'll take the point.
Hey.
I'll aid you.
can't he ate him with the boot he just got?
I could, but I would need a card. So I just drew this card because I was ending my turn. So
Oh, gotcha.
And I have to ask real quick: are these numbers underneath? Are these your suggested maximum hits?
yeah, I will talk about that later. Don't worry about that.
No, I was gonna say because that's literally exactly what I had on the previous version of the board.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't add. It should just be the number of hits that they can do.
Right.
Yeah.
No, like literally literally even that 3+1 at the last slot.
Well, maybe I read that and was like, go back to that.
Maybe. Well, we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it
We'll
later.
talk about it later. Okay, go ahead, Buckets.
Appreciate it. Let's see. I'm definitely gonna craft those two. So let me think. Okay, I'm gonna craft these two. I had the other saboteurs, so that's why I knew that the deck. It was already in my hand. So I need to put.
I will return momentarily.
Do a move here. Hey man, I really need to.
I missed it. What'd you put into your decree, by the way?
I'm putting it right now. I haven't crafted these yet. I just got them out of my hand, so I could think.
Oh, okay.
I just put a rabbit in to move, and I'm going to put a. Damn, that's. Wish I could do that, but I just can't. Just can't. Actually, maybe I can do that. Okay. That's gonna have to be that. Okay, that's my decree. Moving on from birdsong, we're gonna craft. So I'll make the charm offensive, and then saboteurs. Can't use saboteurs till next turn. So, and then we're gonna resolve the decree. So we'll do 1, 2, and 3. And then we're gonna move 2, 3 here.
Uh-huh.
And 1, 2. Why don't these stand up? Oh, you have to do that. There we go. Okay. Let me think. I was thinking about moving one more, but okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. All right, last one's build. Plop and plop, and we're gonna take 4 points. 4, and we will draw 2 cards. And oh, I guess I can, at the start of evening, I'm gonna draw a card and give somebody a point. So, Coyotes, you can have a point.
Thanks. It's vote of confidence.
Well, after seeing these other yahoos.
Back it goes.
Yep, that was my turn.
All right, I think it's Zerogamer.
I will need like a bathroom break in the next 20. Real quick.
You just go now. You're good.
I don't want to miss anything.
Zerogamer, you might be muted. We can't hear anything you're saying.
I am muted. Thank you.
There you
End gamer. I have a question to ask you.
go.
Would you
Yes.
prefer that I crafted that item you gave me, or do you prefer I crafted the other item I was already planning on crafting?
An illusion.
The one I gave you. Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Yeah. You want the sword instead of coins?
Yeah, sure. I don't need coins. What do I need fucking coins for?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
It does sound dangerous. So I'm going to spend this bird to put my 1 scrap token in the bunny clearing with the rest of my goblins. Let's see, we're gonna clock in some goblins here. And I'll be honest, I'm gonna craft the coins because they're worth more points to me.
You know what? To be honest, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm gonna ask you what you want, and then do the exact opposite.
Yeah, basically. Sorry, I enter scavenge. I move 2 of the goblins over here.
South Park episode with the cable provider rubbing his nipples. Oh, you wanted the sword, huh? Oh.
I'm going to fight in this clearing here with the coyotes. Coyotes, you got any ambushes? Or sorry, Lobos.
Nope.
You craft the coins already? Or is that
No,
later?
not yet. I have to do it afterwards, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He'll get
Is there a reason you want to punch on me? Come on, man.
He's in last
Get
place.
one
Punch the
third.
fucking squirrels who are at fucking 15.
They are at 15, yeah.
That's
They
it's a pretty highly defended clearing there in that mouse. Pretty intimidating.
very intimidated.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to hit me, go ahead. I'm just saying, I'm not sure I'm a big threat right now.
That's fair. That's fair. Let me hold on.
You
Let me
already
take that back.
rolled.
Let me think about that.
Nah, it's fine. Think about it. Make a better
Let me
decision
rewind
than
1
hitting
second
the
here.
last person. The person in last, rather.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I was mostly because I just need to control. I'm just gonna move one goblin here because I need to control
Squirrels, did you want to
clearing.
chime in on this? You're on mute if you're saying anything to defend yourself.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Lupin, you.
Oh, no, he
Squirrels.
absolutely should attack me. You kidding me?
Oh.
I'm at like freaking 15 points here.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I didn't-
So instead of what I'm gonna do is I moved one guy over here because I still need to rule this clearing here.
Okay.
But otherwise I moved my other group up here to these squirrels, and I'll fight the squirrels.
Before you do,
Oh.
I'm not gonna attack you. I'm not gonna ambush you, but I am
I'm gonna
gonna burn a
scatter.
blue ambush of all things.
What?
I'm hoping I can at least. Come on.
What's happening?
Computer's dying.
You're scattering?
I'm trying to
He's
spend.
scattering.
It's like TTS realizes it's a bad call. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you do
After
have
all.
Oh, am I back?
And you're disconnected.
Yeah, you had 999 ping for a second there.
And then there's more.
I'm assuming you're
Can anyone hear me?
I'm assuming you're scattering. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Violently typing.
Oh, I got something. Okay. Yeah, my internet's just flipping out right now. Let me just hop back in here. Sorry. Okay, let's see if this works. So y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been able to
Yeah.
hear you this whole time.
Maybe that's a no.
I'm waiting for you to get back because I am attacking you.
Hmm. We're just waiting for Lupin here.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Lupin.
Let me see if he's.
Oh, disconnected before you attacked him. Bold strategy.
There we go.
And he's gone.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go pee while this goes down.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Try saying something, Lupin. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
God, I can hear you again. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
we
Yeah,
can
we can hear you now. Great.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
All right. Now you just
Sorry
need to
about
reconnect
that.
to the game.
Yep. I was trying to play a bird ambush, which might be why
Right, which
my internet
you
was just
did,
like,
yeah.
don't.
It happened. It did happen.
Oh, it did.
Were you
played
ambushing
bird
him,
ambush
or were
for-
you
no,
using
no,
it to
for the
scatter?
suit.
Yeah. So I was using it to scatter, because I would rather.
I'm back. Did we settle it?
I think so.
All right, he's reconnecting.
I don't know what the heck happened there. All right. No, sorry about that, Endgamer.
No, you're good.
Okay. Whew. All right. Yeah, so you've crafted. Oh God, and I'm just realizing he crafted saboteurs. So like, this is the last time I have.
Yep.
No, I think it's still worth me just getting the heck out of there.
What do you mean crafted saboteurs?
Buck
Didn't
has saboteurs crafted.
Oh, I have saboteurs. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So your goose is cooked.
You're
You're
not
leaving
gonna.
that one warrior there.
No. No, I'm getting him the heck out of there. Too.
Defend it, squirrel.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, I guess. Have
Okay,
at that
now
outpost.
I'll roll the fight. I
It's
get +1
defenseless.
hit. It doesn't really matter, but so you deal 2.
No, I don't deal any.
What?
Only as attacker in battle.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't need to
Yeah.
roll that.
Didn't even need to roll. Okay, cool.
Super broken.
Get a
otherwise.
point for breaking the outpost. I've got 1 move left. I'll go ahead and move 2 goblins up here.
Okay.
All right. Going into crafting phase. I'm going to remove these 2 scrap to craft coins.
I will draw a card.
Coins. Coins.
Hop in front of the squirrel or the the squirrels here.
Cool.
Dang, that was fat cash right there.
Yeah, those coins are worth quite a bit. All right, we're gonna activate the our good friend the champ, Fox and Bunny. That's what I wanted to see.
Oh boy.
Big dog.
Those poor Lobos.
Lobos, you got any ambushes?
No.
Oh, poor Coyote.
Sorry, coyotes.
You're doing 3
if
extra damage right now? Oh, wait.
Yeah, it'll probably need some retuning.
Yeah.
Yeah, what notes did y'all take from last
You
session?
just did 6 damage to me, man.
That is
Jesus.
that is a
Turn it up to
little
300.
Yeah, I think that the rage needs to definitely change. That's an easy
That's an easy fix.
that's
yeah.
an easy fix.
So one warrior gets
If
taken
we
away.
want, we can hot fix it right now, so you don't take quite so many hits.
Well,
Does he fight with the warriors?
y'all beat my character. My faction was a little undertuned, and y'all beat the hell out of it early on. You beat me out of the game pretty well.
I love
I'll give you a point next turn.
you spawned it in and everyone was like, "This looks scary, so we're gonna kill it." And you were like, "No, it's undertuned. Please don't."
Yeah, they look scary because there's a lot going on, but like we have a maximum of 4 actions, and they're really hard to like manipulate for what you're trying to actually get accomplished.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm definitely gonna have to knock back the scavenged actions, though. I might just put it back to how I had it before with the 2 fights and 2 moves.
I mean, we'll talk about it later. I have ideas.
You still at least did 1 hit, so there's 1 scrap out. God,
Oh,
yeah,
we hit that
the whole
thing
thing needs
first.
rebalancing now. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, he doesn't attack with warriors. He attacks as his own person.
Just
Yeah,
does himself.
the champ
Oh,
attacks
okay.
his own thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna need to do a lot of recruiting next turn.
Yeah, but you can only discard fox cards to move your fires.
Yeah, I know, but that's fine. I have a fox and a bird I can throw away. Don't worry, I'm also helping you out.
Great.
All right, darkness. Anything but fox, please. Oh shit. I can't miss, guys. I'm throwing this away to not take damage at this clearing, and I don't take damage at this clearing because of the guiding spirit.
So you don't take any damage.
No need to roll.
No. Last game I can ever do that in, so I'm taking advantage of it. Fun thing. I still can use false orders because even though my turn started, I still haven't even hit Birdsong yet.
That's amazing.
But I think I'm gonna save it for now.
So technically, you couldn't you false orders them into this fox clearing, and then darkness them?
What?
Or is false orders?
No, I can't.
It's
I can't
in
because
it's
it's in Birdsong.
in Birdsong. I thought it was like
Yeah,
before.
that was a great idea, but yeah, no, I accidentally already designed that out of my faction.
Oh,
All right. So how am I gonna fix this? Well,
Oh, I'm really sorry, but any idea how many Lobos you took off the board for that?
I think it was
champ
3.
It
page?
was 3. It was
All
3.
oh,
right.
you still have them, yeah.
Yeah, those
Nope,
should.
you get 3 more in there.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and craft a sword. Take my 2 points.
We'll draw a card.
There's your sword.
huzzah!
All right.
Now, if only I had a better card in my hand.
Yeah. And you don't want to talk me in a fox clearing because that would work mighty well pretty quickly.
You want to go into a mouse clearing, and I can
Um,
help you help me.
I'm gonna flip this fire and get 1 point. We will see about me getting into a mouse clearing. That is something I'm interested in. All right, let's move each of these forward 1. So I'm gonna have a move. That's pretty good. Then I'm gonna get a recruit. That's also pretty good actually. Then I'll get a build, which I like, and finally a fight.
And you'll do one of each
And
thing.
I can move the guiding spirit.
And get a 5th action. Right?
No, I don't get a 5th action.
Oh, you
I
don't
took that
get.
out. Yeah, no, this has gone through some major revisions in the last couple hours.
Wait, so what happens? So only when you take one of each, then you get to move the spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't worry. I've already changed that to a new rule for the next time I play them.
Wow, talk about hot fixing in the middle of the game.
What else are you gonna do it?
Yeah,
Right.
Goblin.
Y'all saw this.
Goblins need some hot fixing like right now.
Right now. Just
Wait,
start
do you deal extra
scribbling.
hits when you get attacked too?
Yes.
Oh wow,
Well, I will not be hitting you.
that's very hard to kill. Yeah, hurt that guy.
The champ is so broken right now.
Move.
Yeah, because you can scrap so quick
The-
with the amount of moves.
The
and
funny
stuff.
thing is, he was pretty balanced before. We were like, yeah, the champ, he like works. You know, you might need to like
I
make him
liked
random.
your
He was
build.
fine. you
But
like,
hey,
two major things that changed was the amount of movements the goblins have and the rage on the champ. And that has wildly unbalanced everything.
right.
Move. I'm going to build.
I mean, at least the movement is random.
Yeah.
I like the random movement still. Like I'm probably gonna keep that, but
Why not? Yeah, I mean, shoot, you could make it even harder on random and not even have the doubles.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I would do.
I'll be honest, so there is one game, and this is why I did the half and half, is one of my test games I did that. I just tried like a normal D4, each side was thing. Like 5 turns in a row, he just didn't move. Nothing happened.
I'd be
Yeah.
fine with that.
I think that's probably
I think that's actually really, really bad because if he's
Moved
full
like
on
that,
scrap and he
actually.
doesn't move for 5 turns, you can do nothing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's fair. It's not. Yeah, it might just be tailoring like the extra hits or something.
All right, I'm going to hit the squirrels here.
Okay.
They ambush me.
Yeah,
No ambush.
All right. Come on, give me a 3-0 or 2-2. Not
Fuck the
awesome.
squirrels. Fuck the
And I
squirrels.
lose. Do these guys do defensive hits as well?
No, it's just to attack.
Oh,
so you only
fantastic.
lose the one.
You get a point for knocking out that.
Hey, I'm just gonna say like going forward, we'll go with the little quick notes here. Endgamer took for max number of hits instead of what I was doing. So
Sorry, this guy actually.
What do you mean max number?
Right.
Well, it's 1 max or 1 max rolled or 2 or 3 or 3 plus 1.
Wait,
Right.
so
Right
if
here.
you
Right.
rolled the max you could do is 1.
Right, if
Or
he's
plus
on
1.
1 or 2 health, yeah. No, not plus 1, just 1.
Oh, so if he's
Yeah.
max health, you can deal 4 damage.
Right, at max health he'll be able to do 4. Anything less than that, 3 or 2 or 1.
Root there.
Well, we're
Oh,
just gonna do this going
That
forward.
means down here he wouldn't be very strong.
Oh,
I
you know
guess.
what? Actually, I'm gonna recruit
That's the one thing. Well, we'll talk about it later, but
there,
Mm.
and
I'll
then
go
I'm
with
gonna
it for now.
move the spirit guide up to here.
Mm,
Guide?
interesting. How
I'm
peculiar.
confused. So the spirit mostly just keeps camps from hurting your own guys, right?
Right. And he always rules that clearing on his turn. So
Yeah.
it could benefit him to like move
Put it in a contentious spot.
or a place that he wants to move through or into.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to do too much right now. Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cooler for him to do horrible things. You know, if he is supposed to be like a spirit, you know.
It's a spirit guide though, so it's more of a help to you
He's
than
a
hinder
he's a
others.
nice spirit.
Well, in the new version, you do sacrifice to him to get him to move. So
So maybe not so nice.
yeah, and then I'll put this fire out and draw 2 cards.
See,
Oh,
you're doing
heck
fine.
yeah.
You're keeping up with the vagabond.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm doing
it's
okay.
definitely not the 2 fan factions that are poorly tuned right now that are way ahead.
No, definitely not.
Well,
I feel in control.
I mean, let's see. So I'm only getting the 1 card this turn. Oh, we're gonna refill. And y'all can take your warriors back. I think one of the issues here is with coffin makers. I just shouldn't have crafted it because I feel like it kind of threw off the numbers a bit. You know,
Right. I mean, it's been giving you an
well-
extra point a turn.
it's gotten me I think
For-
3 or 4 points.
I think
This
it's
is
4.
4th turn.
Yeah, I think this is 4
Yeah,
at this
so-
point. Yeah.
Okay, so that's like an entire extra turn more.
So you'd be at 11.
I'd be at 12. Well, yeah,
Right.
12. So
Right, and you
Still-
did do 2 building damage. So like if you hadn't destroyed buildings, that you'd be tied.
I'd be at 10. Yeah.
Right.
Which was my fault. I forgot you could leave the forest. I was like, oh, I only need 1 guy there. Someone has to pass through these other clearings to get to it.
He was just
No.
he can literally pop up anywhere on the map.
How do my guys feel? It's like on one side we have these squirrels coming out of the forest. On the other side we have a giant death robot of goblins.
A giant mechanical bull.
I
They're
like
we're just trying to sacrifice peasants to gods here.
Literally
okay?
just trying to burn the forest down. Hurry, light another fire.
Alright,
I know these are campfires. They're it's a cool thing that's about sort of like lighting fires.
Oh, it's
from
not.
the
It's
center of
not
the
Yogi.
network.
It's not what's that dude? Smokey the Bear.
Smokey, not
Yeah,
Yogi.
There.
Only
Only
you
you
can
can
kill.
think of it as like
Coyote.
Only you
can invent picnic
in
baskets.
this
Only
temple,
you can,
I guess would be a way to think of it.
Go back in the basket.
Wait, did you just did swap meet?
I'm going to do it in a second. I gotta descend first. So, I'm gonna bring this bushtail over here. Do I want to do that? Oh God. Yeah, I think I do.
Might as well.
And then bring these 3 guys into here.
Oh,
Okay. Just like that. Okay. And now I'm gonna. So I've descended. Now I'm gonna use swap meet.
wait.
In order
don't you
to-
leave it over here?
What's that?
Isn't it all time? Would you
No,
keep
no,
it
I'm
all
not
the time?
crafting it. I'm
He's spending
burning it. I'm taking over.
Oh, he's burning it.
I'm
Oh.
taking over a rabbit's house.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I'm spending it.
My deepest
In order
apologies.
to set up shop. Okay. And I have 3 actions on this turn. I feel like I'm gonna be taking some heat here. So Bring 2 guys out. Yeah, I honestly, I didn't think that scoring VP based on ruled clearings would be as big an issue.
Yeah, it's actually turning out to be
It's pretty strong
quite powerful.
I-
I mean,
in
I think
this game, but
I think part of it is the way that you've changed where you put your outposts. You can literally put them anywhere and then recruit on top of them.
And then
So
also,
if there's any clearing
I
that's
see what
like
you're saying,
lightly held at all, you can just be like, well, that's where I'm going to build, and then I'm going to
yeah,
spawn
you've
like
been
3 guys there.
very consistent with 4 a turn.
I got you. Okay.
plus there is just the fact that you can scatter and then descend down your guys very quickly.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
Like, for instance, if the giant mechanical death monster robot attacked you, you just leave the clearing and nothing happens.
Yeah,
True, but
descending before you score is definitely a big perk.
Okay. The thing is, so I had a couple ideas as far as just having outposts and scoring trigger at the start, but that kind of feels like the crows to me.
Yeah,
in
it's
terms of
it's real
things that
tough to
shouldn't.
balance a faction that scores at the beginning of their turn.
Yeah.
I was able to do it with the Blackball Bandits, but it's tough. Took a lot of tweaking.
Because you can, even if you're like in this forest or this forest, you can descend in any of the 5 or 4. So there's so many options.
Right, if you're like,
so it's
oh,
gonna be
there happened to be a bunch of battles there. Okay, I'll just swoop in there.
So you're
and
almost
then-
guaranteed to score.
At least like
yeah,
3,
2
4
maybe.
points. Sure. Well, I'm
Which I'm
gonna.
not saying it's anything wrong. I'm just saying.
Mhm. All right. Okay. My last move I think is going to be to. Maybe bring. God, the birds have. Here's the other thing. The birds have had 0 cards in battle the whole game.
Right.
That's-
They've also been basically uncontested, which I feel like is maybe a problem.
They're also only 7 points.
This is true.
Yeah, that's
I'm
such a weird.
literally
birds game.
like floating along. I mean, I
Alright,
just
well,
can't keep up points wise with you guys,
Yeah.
even if I was battling.
Well, why don't I battle the Eerie in this bunny clearing? Any ambush?
How?
Sure.
Oh, you
Okay.
had. Okay.
And you know what? Just in case you decide not to use saboteurs, I'm gonna throw them in the coffin. And then we battle.
So it's 2v2 right now, right?
Yeah, because I have no
2-2.
guy in the forest. So you actually got a point for that. That was rough.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll take my point where I can.
And then that's it for me. I think I've got control of 3 clearings right now. So that brings it up to 16 to 19. Okay. Any idea what turn we're on? Turn 5 maybe? Turns
Yeah. 4 or 5, I can't remember.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we're on
Okay.
we're on 5 right
This
now.
is turn 5. Yeah.
Yep, this
Okay,
is
okay.
5.
All right. Was that it?
That's it. Yeah.
Alrighty. I'll start my turn. 5. So I want to do this. That's 1. I want to do this. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think. We're gonna. Alright, so we're gonna slip and move and do this for my final frickin' sword. Just do this for clarity's sake. So that was the move in and then this. That gets me 1 point.
And then I have coins.
Yeah, but I have to come to you and aid you for that. And not there. This is where I went. I'm sorry. I slipped here. Oh my gosh. No. Sorry. Jeez,
Yeah, you
my
had
brain.
to go here.
Had to go there to do that. Then I will move here with my other boot. And will aid with the shucks.
The Coyotes?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what I want to do actually. Yeah, I'll aid Coyote. So I can get this sword.
Cool.
And then I really wish I had a sword quest. That would be great right
Do
now.
you have to ditch something from your bag? Or
At
is
the-
that at the end of turn?
At the end of my turn, I have
Oh.
to do that. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably just gonna get rid of my torch because I'm probably not gonna steal.
What about all the quests that you need the torch for?
I'm not gonna quest. I mean, I could also get rid of boot, which probably is what I should.
You have 4 boots.
Shh. Oh, the aiding you actually also got me a point. Boop. I think that's everything that I can do. So I am gonna chuck a boot into the ether. And that ends my turn. Somebody has to pass turn around to where things belong. So I can pass turn. There we go.
Sorry, that was me.
There you go.
Sweet. Alright, if my hand's empty, draw 1. I need to add cards to the decree.
You gotta do saboteurs first.
Wait, is that start a bird song?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Alright, let's get rid of the coffins.
No, he missed it. He missed it.
No.
Oh, I thought it said start a daylight, sorry. Yeah, we'll get rid of... So I discard this.
Mm-hmm. Let's go back to you. Close the coffin.
Sweet. 2 cards the decree, so I'm gonna craft that. And
How do you have 6 cards in your hand?
I draw whenever somebody crafts an item.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's right. I forgot about that card.
Yeah, every time one of us crafted, you were like,
I
and
draw
then
one
you
card.
did it anyways.
Oh wow, that's dangerous. No, I'm not gonna use that, but I can craft that, I guess. Okay, well, I have to put 1 card, I guess. So we'll put recruit. Could put a battle, but nah, I don't really want a battle. Yeah, that's it. Okay, then I'm going to craft. So I'm gonna make this root tea,
Mm-hmm.
You chump.
and I'll take 1 point.
I tried, Coyote.
Thank you.
And I'm going.
I forgot
How many
to.
points is that too?
What? Oh, it's just 1. I'm bird.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then I'm gonna craft League of Mice.
Do you draw a card for your own craft?
I think it's
Nah, it says
other.
whenever another player.
Okay, no, yeah, I knew that. Sorry, I saw someone draw a card. I was like, did you just do that?
Okay. And yeah, that's it for that. So I'm done crafting. So we're gonna resolve the decree. So definitely 1 fox mandatory, 1 mouse mandatory. These 2. Gonna go here. And then we'll take these 3. Go up here. And we'll take these 2, 3. Go up here. Mm,
Hmm.
Okay, not gonna do anything there, so I will then build 1 and slip that in there. And start of evening, who's doing bad? I am, so I'll give myself a point. I'm just
If
kidding.
only.
Lobos can have a point.
Oh, yeah.
I'll draw a card. And what's the last thing? Oh yeah, I need to draw
Jeez.
3 and get +5.
It's just going back and forth this game. Back and forth. It's funny, I had one game where it literally just went counterclockwise the whole game.
And then I got discard, and I'm done. Discard down to 5.
Yep, and I already moved the blizzard.
All right. Well, now I actually have some scrap to place again.
Oh, I just realized something.
Mm-hmm.
I should have lit this fire and gotten an extra point last turn.
Because of
Tunnels.
Tunnels.
Oh. Yeah, sure.
Mind if I just take that 1 extra point?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
take
that's
it. Yeah.
Awesome.
'Cause we
I knew
specific
that card was gonna be
we
amazing.
specifically talked about the brokenness of tunnels, so
I'm gonna spend the saboteurs as a fox.
okay.
Let's see here. Scrap, scrap, scrap.
This can't end poorly.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Then I am going to sprint Usain Bolt style and score 16.
Win the game.
Well, you
Win,
can only
just
score
win.
3 from a scrap, so.
Right. And then I have it in like my Google Doc, but if they try to repair anything beyond that, it was just 1 VP.
Yeah, that seems silly, but
It's that or they just can't do it.
right, that's better.
We'll probably just say they just don't score then. It's fine then, because I can leave them for some crafting. But yeah, 2 more.
Oh, Christ.
Did I put the original 2 over there? I don't even. I think I did.
Yeah, yeah, you did. Because you did 2 and then 2 more.
Yeah. So let's see. I got 4 moves / battles, but it's probably just moves. So we'll send 1.
You don't rule there.
I don't. Yeah, those guys are landlocked. Okay, so ignore those guys for now. Let's see here. So move these guys up.
I mean, you could just bounce around the bottom and then come and hit these Bushtail, as opposed to hitting the Lobos. You know, the Bushtail
That's
are the ones way out in front. Like, bounce.
No, it's. Oh, I grabbed a.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. How many cards do you have in hand? 1? Okay. One, 2. Three, 4. Nope, because I want to actually try to hit them too. So.
mm-hmm.
Like to collect scrap though. I'll go ahead and just send these guys off over
How many
here.
actions do you get? 4?
4.
You did
Again, this
1,
specific
2, 3.
version really is end gamer suggestion.
That was my suggestion, and I stand by it based off of the suggestion that I will suggest at the end of this game. So
Mm-hmm.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I feel the feedback. It's coming. It's gonna be good. Anyways, I'm gonna use my last action to fight the squirrels here, in this rabbit clearing.
All right, I
Squirrels?
do have. Yeah, not an ambush. I'm getting the hell out of there.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Sorry.
He does have to spin cards to be doing all this, so he is
No,
slowing
he
down.
does. He does.
Oh yeah, and it's one of those things where I think it starts pretty fast. Oh, do we already roll?
Well, I'm just rolling to roll, but I was assuming you were moving all your guys out.
Oh my, yeah. Oh my gosh, God.
Yeah. So outpost gets removed. Get a point for removing cardboard.
Hey, goblins, welcome to the roost. Can I take your order?
Eggs.
scrambled eggs.
Oh.
Over easy.
That's my child.
Yeah, they taste best when they're unborn.
Oh my!
What?
And a Planned Parenthood.
I don't know. I mean, we could start a culinary talk here. I feel like roast chicken is better than eggs.
Yeah, it's true. I guess it depends.
I'd
I
say
guess
for
it
the most
depends.
part, I do enjoy chicken more than eggs. But
That's true. That's true.
I'll throw this out there. If all chickens were to disappear, if all chicken meat was to disappear, we'd have a much easier time than if all eggs were to disappear.
Yeah.
The champ moves over to this mass clearing and punches this what squirrel
Someone
warrior.
bakes.
Yeah, I've got no cards there, so that's.
All right,
1 and 1.
101. You remove 1 health. Congratulations.
I don't.
Congrats. And
I
he
don't
hit.
feel good
What
about
did you
that.
hit him for? 5.
Yeah.
Literally, this
Yes.
squirrel
Yeah.
burst into freaking pieces.
What's only 2? He's a pancake. He's
You just
definitely a pancake.
recreated that film like Godzilla meets Bambi. That's what's going on here. I actually rule all these clearings, which is pretty hip.
that is.
Let's see
No,
if you can roll and
like,
not hit yourself.
You don't rule. You don't rule this one.
Yeah, the
The
ghost.
spirit guide's in
Oh, he
it.
has the spirit.
That's on
Oh,
my turn.
fucking spirit guide. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
No
sneaky.
fox.
So sneaky. I mean, it's a shame you don't have a fucking. So you just need the rule. You don't need a flame in each of those. That's interesting. For some reason, I thought it was you had to have a flame and a rule.
Regardless, he has tunnels, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But what does it say?
Yeah, let's see how I do.
How do I phrase that?
He's like flipping pages and stuff. Like, it's your faction.
Connected to the Great Temple through any number of clearings you rule.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Okay.
just rule. Yeah.
That's rule. Cool. I was a fool.
All right, we rolling.
I was
roll your
imagining it. You know.
Darkness.
All right, not Fox, please.
It was
Cool.
almost Fox.
Right. I was always imagining
Actually,
it as
This could be really bad news for y'all.
yeah,
Why?
as like Gondor
Because it's
calling for
full
aid.
roll
You know.
damage, but I don't take any of it. It's going to be split between Eerie and Vagabond.
Mother.
Wait. No, there's no fire here.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
you're
no
right.
inlet fire there. Yeah.
There's no
the only
fire.
I'm
I'm
thing that was
so
in danger
unused to
was the
having
fox.
temples and no fire. Yeah, so nothing. Sweet.
Nice.
Well, I mean, that's actually unfortunate. It would have been nice to have a fire there, but
yeah, that would have been great for you to deal like 2 to 3 damage to both of us.
I don't know. Let's just see what that would have looked like.
0.
We
Oh,
would have both
third?
taken 2.
Oof.
Oh well, that's fine.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
So how are we gonna do this? Well, let's craft before we do anything else. And we will craft a sword and a bag for 3 points.
Wow. I think, do I only draw? No, I draw twice.
Hmm.
What? No, it just says whenever another player crafts an item.
Yeah, no. I wasn't hmming you as
Oh.
I was hmming him crafting another sword.
How many all have box crafters?
My
It's worth it.
it is. Yeah.
How many swords do you need, raccoon?
I know.
The answer is always all.
I got the greed in my eyes. I'm like, another
I'm
sword. I'm
So
like,
what happens if you fight somebody? You take a bunch of damage back, right?
yeah, I'll
But
take
you can
damage.
deal up to the amount of swords
Right.
that are unexhausted,
Undamaged.
undamaged.
Hmm.
He can damage other stuff for hits before swords.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
It can be
Root.
all sorts of broken.
Yeah, but yeah.
And Lupin, you have no cards in your hand right now.
Yeah, no cards.
Is he
Right,
only
but you're gonna
drawing
go
one?
right before me, so you'll get.
Well,
some
here's the
cards.
thing: is the
He's
only
only
way
gonna draw one.
I'll draw one, and then if I want to play an outpost, I'm gonna have to spend it. Right?
Yeah, he's taken out of the game for a lot, pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
he doesn't need
So
outpost to win the game,
it's
though.
probably. I'm trying to think who I'm gonna go whirling dervish on top of.
The
Thinking
Squirrels are still gonna score at least 3 next turn. Maybe 2, but maybe 3.
Oh, and these both flip to their.
Although they are
specific
going,
points.
pretty slow now.
This is how I thought the Squirrels would play.
Pretty bursty, but
Yeah.
well, really, he's gonna put a good outpost here, and then he'll have a good amount of meat in here.
I'm in a weird situation where it doesn't make sense for me to put an outpost down if that champ is just going to run through and destroy everything, right? Like, I'd rather keep that card and keep my warriors out there, as few as they are.
I mean, but
you can only recruit at outposts.
Exactly. So
But
I'm down to
an outpost.
You
To
could throw an outpost over here and pretty easily rule that.
Yeah, we're gonna keep this as our turn. All right.
Yeah, and this is pretty far from the champ.
That's true.
But what have I done to you?
I'm also a little worried about the birds who are now scoring 5 passive points every turn.
I mean, they have to be close to revolting, right?
Yeah,
revolting?
Yeah,
You mean turmoiling?
Yeah, turmoiling. That whatever that thing is.
Yeah,
I'll be hitting it next turn.
He can't build. So.
Oh yeah, he has to turmoil. In fact, don't destroy any of his buildings. He'll turmoil himself. Yeah.
Well, I mean, or somebody could blow up this roost and he'll turmoil at the beginning of his turn, which would be significantly preferable. So.
Either way, he's losing 4 points and then gaining 5 and
build.
Oh, we're already on the Squirrels' turn, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're still on Lobos.
We're still on Coyotes.
What?
We
need to be quiet. Let's let him concentrate.
Yeah, Coyotes have a lot of technical steps.
So yeah, sorry. Actually, I didn't adjust my track at all. I like where it landed. So I moved down to here. Then I recruited here. Then I built here. And then I recruited here. And I'll get to place out 2 fire. Here and here.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're looking mighty scurry.
Wait, how did he get up here so quick?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really
good. Crafted.
Right, he crafted.
Oh, yeah, he did craft 3. Yeah. Huh.
And you've given me 2 points.
What? Don't be throwing me into this.
And then all of these go out.
Dang, look at everybody looking dangerous this game.
And I draw 3 cards.
Okay. I don't think this is gonna be a long turn.
No, Squirrels, come attack me. Here and here.
Draw 1. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that.
Yes.
I'm gonna descend bring this guy here, which is maybe a mistake. And then I'm gonna bring these
Yeah.
3 guys here. So that'll at least get me 1, 2, 3 points as it stands right now. How many cards does... Oh my god.
What?
Man, that Murine Broker is just doing work for you, friend.
Yeah.
Well, we've crafted almost every
Oh,
card in the game so far.
oh, okay. Well, so I was about to ask, what are the odds he has an ambush in his hand? I guess
Hi.
the odds are very good. Okay.
Disproportionate.
Yeah. So if I was to put an outpost in that mouse clearing, I don't even think there'd be any point because I could recruit 2 guys, and because it's a token, we would just share rule.
Oh, because you only have 3 actions this turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Ouch. I mean, you might need a comeback mechanic, you know, where if they're all bopped off the board, you get one for free.
Just
Well,
get an
I
outpost.
don't. He's still pretty competitive this game. I don't think he's out by any stretch.
No, that's true.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, he did score 4.
Right. It
for
also
coffins, so maybe don't count the coffins.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You can count the crafting. That's pretty normal. You're gonna get a couple.
right. The
points for
crafting and the bonking you count, right? But
yeah.
You know what? Against my better judgment, I'm gonna do it. Buckets, do you wanna ambush me? I'm gonna attack you in this bunny clearing. I feel like it's in your best interest not to ambush me because
No, kill it.
okay, wonderful. So I'm gonna launch a fight there.
Oh, you hate to see it.
I genuinely wanted you to kill it. Sorry, man.
Well, no, it's okay. I have another action. At this point, I'm just messing around. I'm gonna do it again, and again, I'm really trying to help you save your decree here. So, all right.
I mean, it
ambush?
won't because he has 2 things in build. So.
No ambush.
No, go for it.
Okay, wonderful.
Ooh.
Okay. So you can take those pieces. I'll grab my point, and then 3 more for the 1, 2, 3 clearings ruled. I am.
I thought you were at. Were you at 19? I thought you were at 20.
I was at 19. So I got 1 for the roost, and then 3 more for the.
Oh, because were you at 20?
All right. I do not draw cards, and I'm not going to burn this last card to ascend. So that's it for me.
Okay, so
You are in a crowded
1,
clearing.
2,
my friend.
3, 4.
Yeah,
5.
Vagabond, come down here. Look at all this free points.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm really sorry, Coyote.
That's a river.
Yeah, I know it's a river. I can slip and move.
No?
Slip and
You're
move.
gonna try to take
Dip,
this
duck,
clearing
dive,
out?
and dodge.
Yeah, because I'm going to aid you. This. And I'm going to take this.
And then you're gonna beat
Oh
him
God.
senseless with it?
How you doing, Coyote? What's up?
How does he have 4
I'm
swords?
about to be doing much worse, I think.
Yeah, I'm
Beat
gonna
Vagabond and the Legend of the Four Swords.
I'm gonna attack you.
Defend yourself.
Any
Do you
ambush?
Do you exhaust a sword
Nah,
to
I'm
attack?
not gonna ambush you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
3, 2. So I'll take 2 hits. 1, 2, and I gain 1 point. Boop.
And you are hostile to the Lobos.
Hostile with the Lobos. I'm gonna.
Now you get an extra point.
Right, I got the point. Because I removed at least 1. If I'd only removed 1. Right?
You don't get
thought
a point
you-
for that battle. 'cause
Oh,
you
that's
were
right.
hostile
Jeez,
before it.
my
Yeah.
brain. It's been so long since I played Vagabond. My brain.
Oh.
But then I'm gonna fight you again.
It's good.
and get the fat.
you go.
Oh,
Oh, you hate to see it. Well, plus one
Oh.
minute. Yeah.
Right, so I'd get one of them, so that's 2 points. Actually, that's kind of good for me.
Yeah, that's not the worst thing I was about to say.
Alright, I'm gonna fight you again. That one goes away. I get another 2 points. Boop, boop.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to roll the
Also works
champ
out
into
for
the
me.
vagabond. Jesus.
I'm gonna move away
would
from
be
that
so dirty.
fucking champ. Um,
I'm gonna add in movement mechanics for the champ now just because of this.
um,
I advise against bopping me.
yeah,
However, this is points.
right. It's gonna hit me is the problem.
Well, I would hit you too because I have
Right. No, that's okay. I'm bopping that scrap.
Sounds good.
So it does 1 damage to me, and I get 2 points. Or no, just 1 point because I'm not
You weren't hostile yet.
not hostile with you, but
Well, you are now. Oh no, 'cause
nope,
you didn't
nope.
remove
It's,
the
it's
warrior.
only a warrior.
Wait, no, hold on.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep, it's only a warrior. See this little meeple?
Gotcha. Yep. Well, dead meeple. Yep.
So I need to get rid of an item, so I get rid of the torch, and then I might as well repair one of my boots. I'll repair the unexhausted one. I mean, I feel like that was a good turn. Take my card and my turn. Do my quest for Shears. Like I forgot to do that at some point, but
all right. My turn.
sorry, you were just a points pinata, Coyote, and you had the sword. I was like, well, you got the
Oh
sword.
no, I understand. You obviously did the right thing because you went from last place back to tied up like competitively.
Right. I felt bad.
I knew I was gonna get beat on by a lot of people this turn. I didn't expect it to start with you, but whatever.
And I'm assuming this exact situation is why we have Despot Infamy scoring.
Yes, because that would have been what?
You would have been up here with the squirrels.
Right, it would have been another 3 points at least.
1, 2. It would have been another 2 points.
Right. It would have
But
only.
you also rolled that perfectly for maximizing points, so.
Right. And that was a minimal amount of warriors and a maximum amount of cardboard.
Exactly.
You know, I could like come in here and kill all of these goblins and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points pretty easily, without Despot Infamy. Just be like, I killed them.
Do I need to do that? I could just leave it.
I was gonna say, yeah,
I don't really need to do that. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do that. That's probably the best. And then I'm gonna craft a little bit. Dang, I shouldn't craft though. Tough times. The squirrels.
Yeah, that coffin maker really did work.
Oh, you're thinking of crafting the coins? The coins isn't a bad craft, honestly.
Well, I could wait a turn and get 3 points, or
Yeah,
'cause I only get 1 point.
but then you have to do builder. When you could do charismatic and make a giant comeback, or commander and actually do extra hits. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
it's almost never worth it to be builder. Like you have to start with a hand that has like a hammer and a sword and a coin. You're like, all right, great, I'll be builder.
To do well as builder, yeah. Switching to builder when there are 2 items left on the board to craft is a little sketch.
I will take
and-
one. Did one of y'all move me?
No.
Nope.
No, it isn't.
Sweet. And then let's do this decree.
If you only have one warrior left, like I feel like commander is the obvious.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize you only had one left. Yeah, go commander for
Yeah.
show. Start bopping people. I always forget
Yeah.
how
Threw your
powerful a
torch
commander
away?
is. Yeah,
Nice.
I mean, I know that it probably should have kept it for questing, but I was running low on boots, and if I'm gonna be like if I'm gonna be slipping and then moving out of and then moving into hostile territory, I need three
We're
boots.
gonna
Let's
have very
do-
mean and aggressive birds, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah, so it's gonna be problematic.
That's some heavy recruiting to switch into commander.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he uses that horribleness to bop the squirrels.
One more. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be fine.
I think the weirdness of the squirrels,
Squirrels, I'm attacking.
All right. Yeah, I'm definitely scattering.
yeah,
Um,
the weirdness of them scoring off of things they rule is it's hard to counter that. Like the way to counter that is for
Be
everybody,
everywhere.
for everyone to be everywhere, which is
Well, if
isn't.
there's a heavy red factions in the game, you know.
Yeah,
like-
but even like heavy red factions tend to have like one or two guys in a lot of clearings, and then like two clearings that have lots of guys or something like that. You know, it's like it's rare for.
But the squirrels, he's really getting his meat and potatoes off of like this
Right,
this
exactly.
blank
But
one out
right.
here. If he was just scoring 2 a turn, it'd be fine. But 4 a turn is
Right.
pretty dang
Right. I mean, it would
competitive.
be it'd be slightly different if it was, I guess, if it was like
Do we
rats,
roll or
rats
no
and
roll?
cats and moles versus
if you
them.
want
I
to
mean, I
roll,
think-
you certainly can.
I think the
it-
goblins, the Eerie, and the Lobos are all probably low red, would be my guess. Well, Eerie playing Despot opening are low red.
Right. Right. I always think despot's like a despot is a 7.
Exactly.
Commander
I
is
would put
more
Lobos
like an
probably
8 or
around
9.
a 7 right now.
Yeah, I could see that them being a 7.
I'm also gonna throw it out there just a couple things. One, it was a pretty passive start to the game, especially from the Eerie.
It was. There wasn't a lot of
Um,
bonking in the beginning. So
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
passive, yeah.
And the other thing is this map is really good for the squirrels because that central clearing, being able to just kind of pop in and out of there has been huge.
that does
boon.
help. Yeah.
But I do
Alright,
have
I'm
I
just
do have
gonna
a couple.
And then I'll go into turmoil. Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Okay, while you're turmoiling, I'm gonna roll the blizzard dice.
Somebody can discard all this for me if they want.
Two.
And
Jeez,
then I'm gonna
it's literally
I'm gonna,
gone back and forth. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna lose 4 points. And then I'll gain 5, so you could just move me up 1.
Gotcha.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna draw 3.
And then discard 3.
How many ambushes do I want to keep? Oh, let me pick a new dude.
All right, Zero.
All right.
As you go while he decides.
Gotcha. Gonna spend his fox card, place up my 2 scrap. Actually, I need to see if I clarified something on the board real quick. Nope. Okay. 2 scrap here, fox and fox. You know what would go great right now? Some soup kitchens. Gonna spend the soup kitchen.
Yeah, soup kitchens actually would be pretty good for you because you can move.
They would. It'd be a
You
little
can
hard to craft right now. Oh,
move it
actually,
with
hold
them.
on. Yeah, hold on. Hold on 1
Hold
second.
on.
Hold on 1 second here. I think I can. Wait, no, I can manage to craft that. Yeah, haha.
Ha ha.
Aha.
Can we stop?
Actually, is it even worth it at this point?
It's
not
probably
worth it.
it'd be worth it earlier in the game. No.
Earlier in the game, yeah. But so I'll just get all 4 of my goblins clocking in here.
Yeah, if
then
you
we gotta
get that
get-
early for the scrap, holy crap.
We gotta get some rule going on here. So move these 2 guys up here so I rule this clearing. move. Yeah, might as well. I'll leave one guy here. Bring 2 scraps. So another move. That's 2. Grab these 2 guys and all that. Come back over here. I only have 2 spots left on my health track, so we'll eat 2 of these scrap with 2 goblins. Give me the 5 points.
1728.
So I'm just going to throw this out there, but another thing you might want to consider with the goblins is that there really is no reason for us to get rid of its health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
you're just scoring a ton of points to make up those last couple. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
I
just
mean,
so hard to get rid of his health too, because you attack with 3 dudes, they're 100% dead, and we can only get rid of 3 of your health. So you got to throw 6 dudes at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have a clever way to make this work.
I would love to hear it once we're done with the game.
Yeah.
For now, though, I'll go ahead and activate him. Fox
Did that
Bunny.
even move? It didn't even move.
It moved.
It just spun in a circle. Look, it just spinned in a circle, and then, yeah, at least
So
chunk.
I think I have to go after these squirrels.
Mm-hmm.
Squirrels have no cards, so I assume no
Wait.
ambush.
Did
What?
we just
No,
did we
no
just reroll
scatter.
it or?
no,
What?
I was touching it.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, I got no cards, man. So
All right. Also, you need to pass the turn buckets.
so is that just all my guys dead?
Fat
That's all you
5.
guys dead. Yep.
Holy God. Okay. Whew.
But that's it for me.
That's it.
That's it.
He does only get 1 attack, so but
Ugh.
whoever's in the
That clearing is
in the
facing
barrel
grass.
is
Yeah.
yeah.
That's it for me though.
All right. Let's hope I don't roll. Let's roll a mouse again. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, because now you have a fire there. Haha.
Nothing.
Funny. Do I want 2 false orders this turn? No. No, I do not. I get to craft. I will craft a crossbow.
I'll draw a card. That card.
Take a point.
That card draw. Jeez.
Hey, you
Really
had
upset
coffin,
by
and
it.
you had coffin makers, so I feel like it's been
With
commiserate
all
the
of
amount
those
of
3.
the amount of ridiculousness.
Hmm.
Did we move this thing? Did this thing move?
Yeah. it
Yeah,
moved.
it's been
Okay.
moving literally just back and forth. Boop, 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 boop.
All right.
Usually it goes at least like 2 this way and then back and then 2. You know, it's like it's not often that it literally goes heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails.
50-50.
I mean, it is 50-50. It's just I like though that it means that, you know, the map is constantly just shifting just a little bit of where you can exactly go.
So one craftable card left. Sad panda.
Oh man, I would love another hammer.
Every time I play Vagabond on the freaking Steam app, I just win by doing the favor cards.
Discard this and
It's like
this
10 points or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
to move
Only
this
good
to
thing those
here.
aren't in this deck. Those cards I feel are pretty
Oh
broken.
shit.
It's one of the only reasons I don't play with the standard deck. It's one of the reasons
The favor?
yeah, I hate the favors. I really want to work on there was a guy around for a while who had a deck called the Dawn and Dusk. That was a really good deck that had some balanced favors in it and some other stuff that he was working on. But he's not working on it anymore. So I at some point might take that over and start working on that as a deck
No, no way.
because it had some cool stuff on it.
How big are these decks? 30 cards?
60.
No,
Almost
54.
But a lot of the cards are like similar from deck to deck.
duplicates. Yeah.
Right. I think
So
there's.
like
Yeah, ambushes. And...
I think it's
crafting cards.
It's like 17 or
Dominance.
maybe card. I can't remember. It's got to be more than 17.
Dominance, ambush.
Something like that.
Going to move.
Vagabond, you getting that coalition going?
Move.
Yeah,
Man,
that's
we can do it.
that's what I'm gonna do. Coalition. No, right now
Coalition with goblins.
you're my points pinata, buddy.
What are you talking about?
You got a crap ton of warriors all over the place and a bunch of buildings that are lightly defended.
and fire tokens. Don't forget those.
I mean, there
Build.
are those. He's about to
You
recruit on
get
top of that.
2 points a battle.
Recruit.
And that's because you took all 4 actions.
At least
Or
I'm
you-
not
No, I
lost
only
yet.
took 3 of my actions this time.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no, wait. Move.
Oh, are you
move.
literally leaving this clearing undefended?
Yep.
Cardboard. I love cardboard. I can change my turn. I have no problem with that.
Hey, the squirrels can defend it. No, they
Yes.
can't.
No. They can. I mean, the squirrels are probably going to pop up there and yoink it out from under my feet.
Well, my ability to yoink is not so good right now.
Yoink ability.
Yeah.
This
Yoink,
tundra is absolutely bustling with dudes.
Bustling.
Like every corner is just filled with guys.
Okay. It's me, right?
Was that the end of your turn, Coyote? There you go.
Now it's the end of my turn. Sorry, I was doing the draw discard phase.
Ugh, how dare you.
Okay.
Oh, and this does extinguish.
Here's the thing is.
Did he score? Where are we at?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Where are we on your turn? You haven't said
He
anything.
does so much, I quit paying attention.
Who are we talking to?
Coyote's
You coyote.
Coyote's turn is
Oh,
over.
Coyote? Yeah, my turn's over.
Who's
Okay.
over here?
He just-
I start at the start of my turn.
He
You
just
scored
That's
4.
the thing. Like, one of the things that make Lobos really weak is their scoring's delayed a turn.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'd love to descend right into that lately guarded roost.
Don't do it.
Well, if I can knock it out, that'll give me exactly 1 point
Oh.
for clearings ruled and 1 point for the roost, which brings me up to 25.
Yeah, whatever you need to do, buddy. It's pretty tough because all these are
Buckets.
packed.
Buckets. Are you? Do you think that I am the threat right now? Be honest. You think I'm a threat?
I don't think so. I mean, because well, for the next couple turns, you might only be able to score like 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
thinking.
you do only need like 3 turns of that or 2 turns of that. So
I mean, it's probably the goblins.
Yeah, I think so too.
probably the goblins.
Well,
Although the Lobos are fueling up, so everybody's getting in a good position. Like goblins are in a good position. Lobos are, if they score 4, that puts them within a turn of winning.
I'm gonna move here.
Welcome,
then I get-
friend.
Two actions.
Hey, you're not hostile to me yet, so.
To the vagabond, right?
Well, I have a unofficial hostile meter over here.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, here's the thing: I feel like everyone's got a real shot at winning this game, possibly except for me, ironically. So I need 7 points, and I've got exactly 4 warriors on the board, and no way
Yeah,
to
you got to
them right now.
recruit.
So I'm gonna ask y'all to just kind of have some pity on me. I'm gonna spend the only card I got to put an outpost up here.
Yeah, he did mention the free outpost thing. That might be worth it.
Yeah, it might be worth just.
Could go to 6 outposts, and then the first one be free or something.
Right.
That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea.
Right, and then you could actually change the number of actions you have to just 3 actions plus the number.
Yeah,
Of
then you can
outposts
put
on
the
the
number
board?
under it if you want.
Right, the number then would be under it, like, because you'd always have at least 1 out.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, did 1 and then skip 1, 2, and then skip 1, 3 or something.
Sure. Well, the outpost was basically a free action because I spent the card to do it, and then I
Mhm.
recruited one, and I guess I have a second action. So sign a good faith, birds. I'm gonna leave that roost alone. I'm gonna recruit another guy. Scary
I'm not
5
attacking you next turn, so
5 squirrel. Well, just in case you were tempted.
you got 5 dudes.
Yeah. Well, there's a 6th in the bot. No, I got 5 dudes. Don't. I'll take my one point, feeling very much like the cats in past turn.
Alright, so I can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I can undo all of this.
I've had a truly terrible idea in the process of this game. I'll tell you about later.
Do I want that crossbow more than I want a boot? Probably not. Just on the off chance that this game goes longer than I think it will. Sorry.
Here's the cat. Can you aid it face up, or does it have to be face down?
It should have been face down.
Oh.
That was my bad.
This is coming to me?
Yeah, it's coming to you so I can grab that satchel, I
Interesting.
think.
Oh, that's fun. Thank you.
You're welcome. I was just, I'm tired of throwing stuff in the garbage can. Piss me off.
Hey, I'll be back in a second.
And I'm also about to bonk the hell out of you, so
Wait, multiple clearings? Hell sounds like multiple clearings.
Yeah, multiple clearings. I'm attacking you.
Come on. You're attacking me?
Yeah.
I'll make a quick deal before you go further.
Okay.
If you don't go multiple clearings, I won't both ambush and Fox Partisans you.
Okay. I mean, I can bonk these and then I can go start bonking some Eerie. I'm amenable to that.
All right, sounds good. So I will not ambush you on this.
Okay.
Clear.
So I just need to roll at least a 1. I do. So I get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Then I will exhaust 1 boot to come down here. And I'm going to exhaust... I can't aid you because I have no cards. How annoying. Preposterous. And then... Buckets, are you here?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, I thought you said that you were stepping out. I think it was Lupin.
No.
I'm attacking you.
So, you're attacking me.
I am attacking you.
Here?
Yeah!
Oh. Well, I guess I'll start with an ambush.
Alright, I'm cool with that. So, we'll just go...
Is there a limit to the number of ambushes I can play?
Yeah,
You
one
can
per
one per combat.
Okay.
Oh.
Then Please
That makes
proceed.
me really excited. I would like to play 2 bird and 1 mouse ambush.
Wait, so
I,
you hit me for
I
1.
only hit you for 1. I get 1
Okay.
point, so you lose 1 dude.
It's actually
Wait. That was you're not hostile to me, so do you get a
I
point?
don't get the point, but that does turn you hostile. There we go.
Gotcha.
My brain today.
I'm pretty sure the most damage you can do in a battle, unless you're this giant thing, is 7.
Yeah.
With
just
what?
Brutal
Corvid,
Oh, okay.
Corvid defending.
Yeah, Corvid defending with an ambush and partisans. All
Yep.
3 partisans in the
Lost City.
Lost City.
Oh,
Oh, you're right. All 3 partisans, you can get up to 9 then.
Gotcha.
Sure, I'll attack you again.
Sure. One more ambush.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's get rid of this boot and this sword. And this time I rolled 2, so I killed 2 of your guys, so I get 1 point.
So I tried to convince you not to attack me because you'd be ambushed, and
Yeah.
that happened.
It's okay,
I
I'll
was
just-
hoping you'd say that. I was like,
I'll just keep eating them. It's okay, I'll just go into the forest. It's fine. My next turn. And I'm attacking you one last time. Let's see if I can get that.
Wait, so-
real quick, you
Wait,
you
did
should
you
have taken 1 more
damage?
damage. Yeah.
Yeah, I took what damage? 1?
Yeah,
so
I hit
2-1,
you for
yeah.
1, so there should be.
There we go.
You should have 5 damage things.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm attacking you one more time. Actually, you know what?
okay,
I'm gonna do the hammer because I'm probably gonna have to go to the forest anyway, so. Rolling. Huzzah! So that's 2 points for me. 1, 2.
And 1 damage.
I know it didn't really need to be done, but you were like the easiest points to be had, or so I thought.
I gotta defend myself, so.
Yep. Nope. I gotta do this and then end my turn.
You gotta damage one more thing?
Do I?
What do you mean?
Do I?
Yeah, I
Did you?
hit you for
Did you?
1.
Okay. Cool. Sure.
You over here sleuthing over here.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna have to go into.
What's the slip? May move to. So if you're in a forest at the end of your turn, something weird happens. Repair all items.
Yeah.
repair and fix all it. Yep.
These all.
I don't think
You-
you got
they
to go
don't-
to the forest. I think you can make it.
No, it says
Yeah,
if
yeah,
in forest, repair all items.
Right.
No, I mean, I think that you can stay out of the forest and make it. You know what I mean?
Does this go away? Or did you already do that?
Does what go away? I just moved that.
Okay.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
My turn is over. Yeah. I draw a card. There we go.
Throw it over to the birds.
Sweet.
To the birds.
All right, let's get some stuff going. We got 5.
I think you'll probably go to the forest.
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
is
this
great because losing this next turn is really good for us because that's 3 points.
No,
to the
he's
benefit.
keeping that one for about 3 turns.
Yeah, because this one goes.
Mhm.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you're looking at it upside
I
down.
was looking at this upside down.
It's only 2 points. The way that slug. I don't agree with how that.
Oh.
I don't agree with this because it's the next time you do it, you'll get this many points, not the number of points that they have. Which is not how
Oh,
my brain
yeah.
works, but I can understand how someone's brain would work that way. It's just not how my my brain works.
Yeah, well, clearly you and I are on the same wavelength there.
Right. I mean, it's useful information to have to be able to look at it and be like, next time they do it, they'll get 2. Yeah. Especially like for casting point of view, I could definitely see how that would be beneficial to just have that information there, not have people doing math in their head. All right, birds, what you doing?
Um,
But I see him thinking about a double recruit there. That's what I see.
thinking about
I
it.
mean, you only got 5 dudes in the supply. That's a
Yeah, but more I put in recruit, the less you guys attack me. So
Is this the first turn?
yeah, we'll go
for
there.
this?
We'll go there.
This is the first
Yeah, I'm on
turn
my
for the
first turn.
commander.
yeah, it's first commander turn.
'Cause
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
you
think
can-
you can put
Yeah, you can.
2 birds.
Oh, I can't do 2 birds. I can't do 2
Yeah.
birds.
Right.
Gotcha. No. Oh. Get in my
Uh,
head. Oh, so then that means I have to do this on the left. Yeah, I'll just leave it for now. Okay, boom, 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 craft. We'll go with these Corvid planners. And then moving on, resolve the decree. We get 1 recruit.
My cat is rolling over my keyboard.
That way. Yeah, I'll move here. And then that wouldn't matter anyways. He's off next turn.
Yeah. I mean, hypothetically, I could like move and quest, but it's only giving me 2 points. It's better to just take the turn off and then come out guns blazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll attack Lobos right here.
All right. 1 sec. I'm gonna ambush you.
Oh,
Alright.
finally all the ambushes getting played. Everyone's holding them close to their chest.
And roll it up.
Oh,
Oh no.
Comical. And that's my turn. I'm gonna get 4 and draw 3.
all right. Spin that die.
Sorry.
Move that snowstorm.
Just if you had rolled 3 there with those guys, you could have done more damage than I wanted you to.
0.
Back and
Shit.
forth.
Back and forth.
That's so good. Thank you.
The champ, he was ready.
He was champing at the bit.
All right. Let's see. I don't have any scrap to play, so I won't do anything. Bird song, clocking in. These 2 goobers. I only got 1 warrior left in my bag. Might as well grab him. All right.
Get all 20 out?
Yeah.
Uh,
No one's been fighting them.
Right.
They've just been spawning ceaselessly.
We've just been like, maybe we don't fuck with the goblins.
And now it's a problem. I'm gonna grab all these goblins. And we're just gonna start attacking the Eyrie here. So I'll
Yeah,
start
alright.
in this bunny clearing here.
No ambush.
Hmm.
Did you take 1 coyote? I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He did
took one.
from the commander.
Actually, wait, hold on. That's a good point. Do you? Oh, as attacker. Okay, I was
Only
double
as
checking
attacker,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, as attacker.
I'm gonna battle here again in the same bunny clearing.
No ambush.
At 1 point. Yep, I
Oh.
got it. Thank you. And then we'll battle right here in this bunny clearing.
Alrighty. 3.
All right. We're actually gonna craft. I'm gonna craft the League of Extraordinary Mice. Sorry, League of Adventurous Mice. My bad.
Yeah, they're very unspectacular mice. They're just very adventurous.
Then we're activating the champ. Fox and Bunny. See, that would have been perfect. Like, I could have just roamed in there.
Mm.
Mow
Absolutely
down
decimated.
your guys. Instead, we'll just take out this roost right here. That's it. Discard this last card I didn't spend. Draw 3 new ones. Buckets, you didn't pass the turn to me originally.
All right. Let's roll. Let's roll mouse. Mouse would be great.
It's like that's not.
Ah, shit.
You get to kill a lone goblin.
If he rolls,
No,
if
but
he
it
doesn't
deals
roll a
damage to
0,
me too. I'm gonna erase that.
is it worth it?
Yeah, let's take some down.
Don't trust the goblins.
No, you think you're right. I'm gonna take the damage. Let's see what we get.
Excuse me.
Because if I roll, unless I roll a 3, I only take out max 1 damage.
You
0, so
said
we take
nothing
0
happens.
damage. Fantastic. Thank you.
Great.
You're welcome.
I will false orders. 1 bird. Let's move him up to here. I will then
They hit some coke in the background. Light it up.
I'll craft another false orders.
Love those false orders.
Right. You can thank Endgamer for that one.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm gonna light my 3 fires and get 3 points. Right.
Actually, reconsidering something.
Yeah. Are you reconsidering not diving into the forest to fix everything?
Ugh, no.
Oh, okay.
Reconsidering how I'm gonna fix these goblins.
So these all move forward 1. So let's take a look at what that looks like before we do anything else.
Are you seeing the issue I'm seeing where I'm stuck cardboard hunting for my last few points?
Well, yeah, I've a fix for that too. Don't you worry about that.
I'm excited to see what you got in store because it seems like you have a pretty good thoughts happening.
Yeah, the nice thing is it's only like a couple very small changes.
That's good because the bad idea I had earlier was massive overhauls again.
Yeah. Always try the little changes before the before the massive overhauls.
You mean don't just add several new mechanics in one go?
All at the same time? Yeah, try not to.
Hey, this is a brand new fan faction.
Yeah, basically.
All right, these guys are into garbage, not junk.
They eat the garbage. You joke, but if you remember,
And
used to
they
have the
actually have
mushrooms.
to check in
There
with
was
one of
the
those old
mushrooms.
school pieces of paper that stamps the that stamp thing. What do you call
chunk,
that way
chunk.
back in the day?
Yeah.
I've put on a side note like use the mushrooms for a different faction.
I love those mushrooms. I
mushrooms
I wish we still had that game recorded so people could see what the mushrooms were. They were
I did a lot of research
glorious.
researching malignity.
malignity, yeah.
You
Malignity.
You just spit in my face.
I discard.
Are you saying
those.
Clocken's not as good?
Ooh. You can be
So wait, what'd
really.
you do?
He's really messing with his. He discarded 3
Move
cards,
this-
one of
I'm
which
gonna
is
use
a bird.
build to recruit,
Okay.
and this recruit to build.
This must be a big brain play. I don't understand.
It's because I need to do them in order from inside
Right,
out.
because he wanted
right?
to recruit first.
Well, I couldn't build with my first action because I haven't moved to the space I need to
Right, it's
build in
just
yet.
very funny.
Honestly,
Yeah, you wouldn't understand Zero. You're not on that level.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Unless you understand
I gotta
dial
admit, I'm having a lot of
calendars.
fun playing these guys.
I
They're kind of a solo puzzle, but they're fun puzzle.
Right. They definitely are fulfilling that like puzzly faction kind of thing. Where you're like, okay, how the fuck do I make this work? They're very badger like. We're like, I know I can figure this out.
I just made them way more puzzly too, so it's
Right.
gonna be super fun.
I also love that it is kind of like leaving the fates up to the gods, and then like if you really want to put your foot on the gas, you can by just burning cards. But you could also just say, you know what, I'm gonna make the best of this every turn.
Yeah.
You have that many goddamn fucking cards. Sorry. Sorry, I was talking to the birds.
What?
Alright, I'm gonna move up to here. So let's see, how does this work? Recruit, move, build. Alright. And I'm gonna battle the birds here. Do you have an ambush? And more specifically, if you have the ambush, do you want to use it?
Nah, I don't want to use it.
Heck yeah. Alright. Roll, give me a 2.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate. That's fine.
It
though.
hurts every time.
I throw this fire out. And I extinguish all of them. And I draw 3 cards.
Oof.
All right, let's see what these Squirrels can do.
Okay. Well, I think we're gonna do the most obvious thing, which is also pretty boring. I'm gonna burn a fox in order to put an outpost right over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seems good.
Then, as my other 3 actions, I'm gonna recruit there. I might as well not even move that guy over. Might as well just recruit again.
Right.
Recruit. And then I'm gonna take one of my guys here and move him over to the.
If you do that,
Yeah, you'll lose
Oh.
roll here.
All right, so wait a sec. So maybe then I only
Just
recruit
recruit.
one in the fox. Yeah.
Recruit
Bring
one
this
there,
guy
then-
here.
Yeah.
So recruit him
He's-
here and then move one guy over. Yeah.
he doesn't count towards the rule. Vagabond?
Yeah, vagabonds can't rule.
Yeah.
Oh, so then
Well, he is a pawn, not a warrior.
Okay.
do-
So. Sorry. Go ahead.
Nothing. Go ahead.
So
wait. Oh yeah, go ahead.
So I rule 3 clearings at this point.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
See,
Thinking
it's
from
gonna be. I think it's gonna be
24 to
close
27.
between the Squirrels and the Lobos, maybe at this point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the
Uh,
Squirrels are probably gonna win next turn.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends. But
Yeah, I don't know if Lobos is going to be able to pull a 6-point turn.
Yeah, I think I needed to hit that roost last turn, to be honest, if I wanted
Right,
to pull some
you
miracle
needed
of
you
movement
needed
and battles out.
not to roll a 0-0, you mean?
I mean,
I also needed to draw like
if he
a
scores
bunch of
4 off the
birds for fucking with this calendar pretty heavy next round, I think.
Alrighty.
if he scores a 4 off the fires, And he only needs 2 points, right?
I'm
Yeah,
I'm going in the forest.
Too
Which
lonely.
forest?
This one.
That's basically all you're doing, right?
Yep.
All right. None of that left, so.
Mm.
Dang, I don't got a lot going on.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like this game. There's not a lot of free money out and about,
Yeah. Yeah.
except for me. I'm the free.
I mean, it is nice that when you do go bop the Lobos, you're getting 2. You know, they almost always
I
have
gotta attack
fire
him
in their
twice
temples.
here, unfortunately.
I'll just add something else to attack.
That's not a very profitable turn, but I do keep him from winning. But it's kind of weird. Route's kind of weird because you get to a point where you just choose who wins,
Mm-hmm.
other than you.
Yep, it's the king making. But I mean, that's part of root. It's you know,
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
playing the game the entire time of being a nice guy, being friendly. You got to choose between that guy and me. Why are you going to choose that schmuck? I've been your friend this whole game.
And it's not too late for the Vagabond to form a coalition either.
I offered it. He could have done that instead of attacking me, and then we could have both won.
Honestly, I just forget that the Vagabond can do that because it's almost never worth it. So unless I'm doing it for the lulz, I don't even. I did do it one time on Weird Route. I coalitioned with Slug and was like, okay, let's do this, and then promptly had one turn of coalition and did basically nothing.
it really feels like the equivalent of a tie in like a football game or something.
Right.
It's just
My favorite way to coalition is to spend the entire game beating up the second vagabond and then coalition with them when when neither of us have a chance of winning.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm
Especially
done
good
with
if you get all the
that.
good items and you're like, all right, score points now.
I got no craft. I got to resolve the decree. Wait a minute. Oh, they're here. Holy shit, that scared me. Chunk them here. Beep. And then we'll do a move. Boop. And then we are going to attack the Lobos here.
Okay.
Any ambush, sir?
Not this time. Wait, nope, still not this time.
Oh my god.
What goes around
Well, I will
still
use
does
the
the
league.
damage.
I will use the league to exhaust an item and attack
Oh,
you
come
again.
on. You chump.
I got to try. Oh, so I did hit you for 1? Oh, with the commander, yeah. Oh, sweet. Okay, any ambush second time?
No.
Come on, something. Okay,
Cool.
sweet. So
That's
got
a
all
lot of
3.
something. Yeah.
So that's 2 points for the birds. Good call.
If you're holding a piece and you right click, you pick up a piece underneath it.
Okay. Then I'm gonna build. Then I'm gonna score. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm gonna
I think
draw 2.
exhausted fire is worth nothing.
What?
I wonder if I should make exhausted fires with nothing. I wonder if like I'm
Well-
being targeted a lot because if I'm like the biggest threat to win, or if people are just using my faction as a points pinata.
It's a points pinata.
It's a little bit of a points pinata. I mean, that would be. I have not often seen. No, because don't you?
I'm done.
You turn off all of your.
You pass the turn.
You extinguish all of your fires.
So
Every
hard
turn.
to remember.
Yeah, I'd have to
Every turn.
modify it a little
Right.
bit.
It would have to be like You only extinguish the ones that you score?
I mean, would it be that bad though? Because like, you would still be removing my ability to score.
No, totally. I just think it would be interesting if it was like, okay, we
Yeah.
blocked him off. So
I just
will-
kind
I-
of want to figure out a way to make the faction.
Did we
I
roll
want
this big
people
thing?
to target them
Yeah.
intelligently, not just like swing wildly because they'll like have money in their eye.
right, because they're like, well, they only have one guy there, and I can get
guys,
2 points.
it's moving somewhere else now.
Oh my god!
I don't recognize this board anymore.
All right,
It's like a whole new game.
now what do I do?
I'm going to spend these boat builders to place this scrap token. Actually, where do I want this? It doesn't really matter. Just put it here with the other one. Get a couple of my guys back. How can I score 6 points in one turn?
Well, you can't. Can you score without scrap?
Not really. I'm cardboard hunting right now.
Oh,
There's just no lightly defended cardboard anywhere.
Not
I
it.
was
No, no, I don't see it either.
Nah. Maybe the birds.
yeah.
No, it is the birds. I thought you were joking. I'm gonna attack this fox clearing. Ambushes. Ambush. I take it.
Man, we were very glad that Coffee Makers got taken out when it did.
Oh yeah,
Ooh, look at that beautiful
Dang.
hand.
this game would have been over like a half hour ago. So 1 point for the goblins, right?
It is. I moved myself up already.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying to. I mean, yeah.
That was 3 actions.
We were. No, that was 2 actions.
What?
Yeah. Move
Oh.
and attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like now, I'm thinking though, like, do I spend some actions to try to do the squirrels or?
As long as you spread your people out, that's the best.
Right. I mean,
Yeah, I think
if
that's
you
the-
don't bonk them, then the Lobos have to, but they'll
Okay.
still probably win because they'll be able to just spread out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spread out my goblins with my last 2 moves there, and then we're going to craft some saboteurs.
It's optimistic of you.
Yeah, the Lobos have to, or some. Yeah, the Lobos had to hit at least a little bit, maybe.
I'm gonna roll over to the squirrels and attack them.
Oh, that thing still up.
Yeah. That's a point. I can't tell if, because at the start I wasn't really being targeted too much, but this.
Well, you're in the
Giant-
lead now.
No, but this construct has actually done like a pretty unusual amount of damage. I think to me. So I don't know what to think.
Well, you could think about it with or without the coffin makers.
Well, yes.
But I also feel there were a couple times in the game, and maybe you could rewatch where you could have been a little more like cheeky with just like sending 1 dude or 2 dudes over to control and milked a couple extra points here
Right.
and there.
Right. I also feel like because of your low recruiting, it's been hard for you to both keep rule and also have stuff in the forests.
Yeah,
Like,
and
you haven't had
that's
anything in the
kind of-
forest for the whole like second half of the game.
I mean, and that's
Once you
kind
had
of
the
like,
big 3 here and they came here, yeah, it's because once you ran out of cards, that really soaked up your steam.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
at the same time, it's not like you've had a bad game. I mean, been
Oh,
keeping
no, I mean,
over,
there's
pushing it.
there's some chance that I win next turn. It's not a good one, but
Well,
That
without
is
a
low
doubt,
percent.
you'll get 1 point,
like I got at least one. Yeah.
and it's almost like guaranteed you'll get a 2nd point. The 3rd point's the thing to hunt down.
Exactly.
Lobos,
Right.
what'd you do?
I was waiting for y'all to finish talking.
Oh, sorry. go
Hmm.
ahead.
No, it's all right. We need to discuss the game. Let's do darkness. Fox. That's fine.
Yeah, he has
Fox
not
is
caught
fine.
any luck.
I also want to point out that you've moved the ghost exactly. Jesus Christ, exactly once so far.
That is actually
is
might have
fair,
lost me the
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Which you'll see in 1 second. That is wild if that's what cost me the game.
I mean,
Wait, is it from each? Wait, is it from
Ye-
each campfire?
yeah, it's
Yep.
each.
Doesn't the goblin take one in the?
Oh, it
Oh,
does.
Yeah.
Goblin does get nugged.
Thank you. Only lost
I
2.
hope it was worth it.
Well, I thought it was
Um,
4. Oh, it's 3, so 2 and 1.
Right, you
So-
don't. Yeah, did you take?
Yeah, I took 2 out of this clearing.
Great, okay.
All right, and then at this. Oh shit! I need to figure this out now. So this is gonna move to there. This is gonna move to there. This is gonna move to there. So I will have recruit, move, battle. Yeah, I think I can make this work.
The 6
So-
points?
Yeah, give me 1
Was it
second.
3 for
Really?
campfire? 3 for fires, right?
Give me
He's
1
about to get
second,
3
give
for
me 1
fires.
second.
Maybe he's
Um,
got the info.
Yeah, he probably has the anvil
Yeah.
because he's been crafting foxhole.
So
Yep,
I craft
there
the
we
hammer.
go.
What
I've
a
been
And then
holding
he'll-
that card
if-
like the entire freaking game.
what a dick.
He
I
needs
was
one
so
card.
excited when you threw the torch
Torch,
away
'cause
you could steal it from me.
Really should have
Right.
stolen from you. I should have thought of that.
I'll take my 1 card.
So he needs one cardboard to win.
Then I'm going to
Yeah.
flip
When does the fires
Flip.
thing happens?
Right,
Right
now.
Yeah.
for 3. See, that was the thing. It was way easier. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to go back to the start of Birdsong. That's what I forgot to do is false orders.
Right, that out of there. There you go. And then you just then you just
See,
have to.
so like if I had any guys in there, if I had those
You-
3 guys in there, I just had to move in battle. Now I have to figure out how to get 2 moves in a battle and a recruit.
You have a
Uh,
you don't
recruit.
need
you
a
only, wait, what are you
recruit.
talking about? You only need
Can you
one.
just recruit, move,
Recruit,
battle?
move,
I
battle. Yeah,
need
you
to have
win.
3 warriors in case he has an ambush.
Well, to be
What?
guaranteed, yeah, because he has a bajillion cards in his hand, which is only 5 right now, and we haven't refilled. So
Wait, you don't need. Oh, yeah, you need 3. Oh, yeah.
I think,
There's 2
yeah,
bird
he
ambushes.
can't ambush you. All 3 ambushes for that color are in the thing.
Are they?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
there,
way to tell him.
there are 4 ambushes.
That's
in the-
it's public information. What's in the discard?
Well, you didn't have to tell him. He could have looked.
I think the only one that's out there is Bunny right now.
Well, yeah, don't you recruit, move, and then battles here?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, let's wrap it up
Yeah, that does it.
because I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I don't.
Here.
So all the I don't need to search through this. This is ambush free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's public
Okay.
information.
Yeah, the mouse ambush is there. There's 2 of those, and then there's a
Alright,
fox
so I need to
ambush.
do a little bit of movement here because I need 2 moves. I need to move this to here.
Because you need.
Why do you need 2 moves?
Because he needs it all in the right order. It's the problem.
Oh, he hasn't moved yet?
No,
You haven't moved these yet.
no, I did move them,
He did.
but like now I'm moving them as I've done that. I only need to do 2 moves in that scenario, so we'll hold on to Coffin Keepers. Why not?
Wait, I'm confused. Wasn't recruit already right here? This one was
I
right
think
here.
he used a card to move it to.
Yeah, I moved them and then I used the cards to bump them around.
You definitely need a way
Oh,
to
I-
keep track of this a little bit clearer.
No, I was just saying why, because you already had recruit, move, then
Right.
battle already in
But it
order.
wasn't in the right order.
You couldn't
No,
have
what?
recruited here?
Recruit was right here.
No, but I don't need to recruit now. But the thing is, you have to move. Well, I guess I could have recruited.
Right,
here
you could have
at least.
Yeah,
recruited
that's what
here
we were
and
That's
moved
what
saying.
we
in.
were all pointing
Yeah.
at. Yeah.
I
Recruit
just
here,
preferred.
move
I
here,
just
battle,
preferred
it's
to move
over.
up from here.
Coyote was
Oh.
deep in the puzzle. He was like, "No, I have
Yeah.
to move them twice."
Sorry, I was still trying to solve the recruit move battle.
No.
I go up there and I hit this for the last point. Do you have an ambush by chance?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Nope, game over.
What?
I think he pulled it out of the
Figured out
Discord.
in the Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
okay,
just
I was.
messing around.
He was,
He
just
was
messing with me.
joking,
I
he
was
was
like,
joking,
wait a
That,
second.
that game is brought to you by 8 crafting points.
Jeez, nicely done.
Man, who gave him all that stuff to craft?
I got
I only
every
gave him one.
single fox
Mm.
crafting point.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm genuinely a little surprised you ended up taking it.
After losing 6 dudes. on
Right,
that
6
box.
dudes on that last turn, and us like beating you into submission in the beginning, and you were like, "Just please don't touch me anymore."
Good game.
Yeah.
though. Man,
That
I
was
thought Squirrels were about to have it 100%.
yeah,
If
that
they
was
didn't win right there, Squirrels had it.
Yeah, Squirrels for sure. Have.
Well, especially after that darkness.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I started holding. Once I started getting all the crafting, I started realizing I had a chance. And I just kind of got quiet.
Yeah,
We
just
crafted
don't
a lot,
say
man.
anything.
We were on some good crafting spots.
Yeah, I mean, I would be interested to see how well they did on a game where they didn't pull the god, friggin' 8 points of crafting.
Well, I was actually wondering. You don't track how many rounds that was,
That was
because we're slow but steady scores.
Yeah, I mean
It
that
had
was
to been. It had to been at least 7.
right. That was probably 7 or 8. Because I had 3 turns I think where I had all of my.
I want to say almost 8 because I turmoiled on 6 and then 7, 8.
Yeah, it's probably. So this would have been round
So
9.
this
for
turn
them
is
to-
9.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is turn 9.
I mean, I liked where the Lobos were. I mean, I definitely think doing something kooky crazy with your spirit, so it's more interesting.
More
will help just like make them feel better, and
I mean, I did alter it a little bit. The one thing I'm worried about is, I feel like I've already added another slight layer of complexity to them above where they are here.
Mhm.
And like, I don't want them to become a faction where like I feel like I'm a very quick player. Like Eerie, my turns go very quickly.
Right, and there's just a lot of thinking.
Yeah, so like I'm worried that, like if you give them to a slow player and like I keep upping like the puzzleness of them, it's gonna be like, all right, like now it's the Lobos' turn. Everyone
Right,
go get
and-
everyone go make a sandwich.
Right, the problem
The kind of person that'll play it, yeah, definitely has.
the
to be
problem is
into that.
it's not a puzzle like the lizards where you can figure out the whole puzzle in your head, and then your turn starts and you can bang out the puzzle. So much of the puzzle is based off of like where everyone else has moved, and you're like, okay, now I can start figuring it out now that it's my turn.
Yeah. No, I do think the ideas of creating tokens of these with numbers on them would be
Yeah,
useful.
that would help a lot.
Because then people can see from afar too.
Yeah.
But it
Well,
might even
I
help.
originally
you
was just
too.
using tinier gray dots, so I've improved a little bit.
Improve chunk by chunk. Yeah.
I will say
Alright.
the one thing that kind of confused, not like really confusion, just like feels extraneous, is the flipping of the fire tokens. Like I don't think you need that at all.
Yeah, I mean there is a
thought it
point
was
there that
alright.
it doesn't technically do anything. It's just
It actually has a huge impact.
does it?
Yes, because
how's that?
or it can. You may put fire tokens out,
Mm,
and it's extinguish all lit fires.
right.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
think the
like-
fires
Used
meant
to-
anything
this
other
used to
than.
read you may extinguish all fires. You may
Well,
extinguish any fire. That way you could choose to prevent a clearing from being hit by darkness.
See, yeah, that definitely should be
See,
in there.
right.
Yeah, okay, that's more
Yeah.
Flipping
important
didn't mean
than-
anything this game.
Yeah.
I
Right.
need to add that back in because I actually think that's an important element.
Right, because
there
then
were a
you could have
few
been like,
times when I
yeah,
thought about,
I
like,
can't lose
do I want
these.
to not score this clearing?
Right, because you're
Yeah,
only
and it actually,
Mm.
it takes the randomness a little bit out. Like
Yeah.
on that last turn, you could have, not done those where all your dudes are.
Al-
Maybe.
Because as we were
Also,
just discussing, this faction really needs another complex decision.
also, just like I hate to point out, but thematically, it should really be the fires are on at night and then extinguished during the day. So when your turn ends is when you should be lighting them.
So it's based upon a very specific fire ritual in which all fires are put out at night and then lit right before morning.
Oh,
It's a religious thing.
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
then that
no,
makes
it's
more sense.
except for the spirit guide they just kind of threw in, which does have some basis that I'll like try to clean up a little bit. Like basically everything in this is pretty heavily researched in history. I mean, not like perfect, but it's
right.
pretty close.
Right, you're trying to do it justice.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my dumb goblin idea.
Okay, I love dumb goblin ideas.
Okay, so I would say you increase the number of scrap some amount from how many is it right now? 8.
8.
I would say somewhere between 9 and 12. And then you have the ability to put them on either of these tracks. So you don't automatically get both. So you can add to health or you can add to your rage.
That's cool.
And then you have to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to be super healthy and I'll only do one hit, or you know what, maybe I'll take some extra hits, but then I can
And
do
then
like
you can hit harder,
I'm
but
gonna
you
do
don't get
this,
VP.
but yeah, maybe and I'm not sure VP on both. You know, you could hypothetically do VP on both, and maybe bring down the curve a little bit. The other
I kind of like VP on just the one. It's a little of what the Eerie has to deal with, right? Do you build up that VP or do you kind of try to control the
build up
bullet?
your hitting. You could try
Yeah.
both. Either would probably work. My guess is either would work. They're just gonna be different numbers. You know.
I do want to explain temporarily like why this iteration has the rage as extra hits, as opposed to just what like the max number hits thing
Mhm.
here. It's because when you're down at like low health, like in the
Mhm.
like basically anywhere where it's just 1 or 2 hits, but you have this big robot who does almost nothing sometimes. Because the idea is he's supposed to be a threat, but if he rolls up and then just rolls a double 0,
Well, that's
then
where yeah,
He gets bonus 3, so.
right.
Or, you could have the rage bonus only when he's attacking. That would have made it much better for all of us to
Right.
actually
I mean,
attack him back.
yeah. I mean, part of it is it should be that this guy's just kind of extra. While yes, he's getting you the points and he's going to be doing some cool stuff. You know, it shouldn't be like, well, he rolled a 0-0. My whole game is destroyed. It should be like, okay, well, I was really hoping to get a couple extra points out of that there. You know, and the chances of you rolling a 0-0 is literally 1 in 16. So it's
yeah,
not
you
gonna.
say that, but we rolled it like 4 or 5 times tonight, which is very funny.
It is. I mean, and then the other thing I would do is put scavenge and repairs together.
Put them back together.
Put-
They were originally together like in
Right.
like 2 iterations
Right.
ago.
Put
I
them
can it back
together, and then maybe somewhere in this somewhere there's an extra action or two. You know, maybe it's like here and here there's an extra action. So if you commit to either of them deep, you get a 5th action and a 6th action.
I can definitely.
Somewhere in there, you know.
I do like the idea of having just some extra scrap, and then putting it on the rage bar here as well. And I can just move like I can just make this like 0-0 and then like 1-1-1-2 maybe at the top most an extra 2 hits.
Right. I mean, you could do that if you really want to keep the extra
On attacking.
hits. Yeah, only on attacking. You could do something like that. Yeah. I mean, I think you definitely have to. You have to. I think It's simple enough right now that you have to give somebody a choice where they choose between, do I want to build up my health
Right.
or do I want to build up
So-
my extra hits or something like
Right.
that.
So, and now here, let me tell you the terrible idea that would add more complexity, but like a lot more complexity, which is that the champ's not the only thing they can build. Instead, I create
Go ahead,
maybe
sorry.
like 3 other things, like the champ and like 2 other guys, and then you just collect the scrap, and then you can build them as you go along.
I mean, that's probably too much. I would
Yeah,
say
that's what I was
you
thinking.
could. I mean, especially if you have the 2 lines here, I'd say you could do maybe one other thing. You know,
Well,
like I can use the scrap to do all this, and then
Well,
maybe
right,
something
but I
else.
mean,
But
like,
that's
if it's
probably
the
too much, even.
if I did that though, like I'd be slimming down the champ to just be like, oh, he just hits at a max of 3 and moves, and then
Right.
like the other thing would be like really good at moving
Right.
goblin units or
I
something.
mean, I'd go deep into the champ, and then maybe try and just balance out your number of movements and battling, and you know, your
Well, and part of it is settling on a theme, because
yeah.
as far because I was thinking about that. That'd be cool if the scrap they actually create like, you have like 3 different robots you could create, and they all do different stuff, like, but that then we're getting just into different themes and stuff. Is it a
right.
champ? Is
That's
it
a
multiple
whole
robots? So
right. That's a whole
settling on a
different
theme and then
thing.
getting the theme
Well, what about
tailored, right?
this? What about this though? If you really want to make it like a build your own champ, you could have like some kind of picture or something like that, and then you can attach the scrap to different parts of it in order to build out the champ the way you want to. Like
So
maybe you want a champ that moves further, maybe you want a champ that hits harder, but you gotta choose that by attaching the scrap to different parts of it. Does that make
so
sense?
yeah, no, it makes sense. That's kind of what he was talking about with like adding for extra hits or whatever. Uh, an earlier version also had where when you crafted items with them, it got attached to the champ for those types of power ups.
Yeah,
That
I did.
seems pretty
That was
cool.
interesting. And then I would also change this random one to literally just be. I know you said you got screwed in that one game. I think that's going to be the exception that proves the rule. I think it's you just do one of each and then a bird, and then you have a 50% chance that you're going to be able to move, basically.
Okay.
But I mean, you'd have to test it all.
You could also, again, like just in terms of the ways that you can upgrade the champ, think about the ways that it's been slowed down in the past, right? So maybe, attaching the right sort of thing to it would make it easier to move it around. Like it would reduce that, but it would hit less
Right.
hard.
Right. That was the.
I wouldn't.
Sorry.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. That was the last thing that I was gonna say. I would maybe change the moving him to only when he runs out of health. So like because you're gonna have to be choosing, you're probably gonna be at only maybe 3 health for a large portion of the game. So if someone comes in and bonks you, and they actually get you down, we'd vaguely talked about this in the game that went into the void, but that then like he gets broken and he's flipped over, and then if anyone does hits to him while he's broken, they can start moving him around and be like, let me get him out of my out of my territory, and then once he gets health back, you can be like, oh, once he gets health back, he comes back and he's healed, he's repaired.
That's fair. Yeah.
That gives you a little bit of extra brain space for you to be thinking of like, oh crap, he's running low on health, I don't want him to start getting pushed around. And other people, a little bit of brain space will be like, well, he does have 4 health. If I attack him and the next person attacks him, we can shove him out of our territory, maybe 2 spots, and then we'll be safe for a little bit. I don't know. That was my thoughts on the goblins. Anyone else?
The biggest issue I had was that once the goblin was at full health, it
Yeah,
was
nobody interacted with them.
Right.
it's just that it wasn't a good idea.
Right.
Yeah, for so many
Which
reasons.
I think all of those changes together will definitely solve that.
I think he definitely needs slightly better mobility. Cause it's the same issue. Cause like it's just if I get all my scrap into him, like either with health or a combination of like rage and stuff, like if people are just gonna not go near him.
I mean, but that's the thing. I mean, he hit somebody almost every single turn. Was there any turns that he? I think there was one turn out of
It was like 2 or
8.
3, and a couple of the times he did hit, it was just the squirrels scattering.
Right, but that's
Yeah, that is true.
that's the squirrel. That's the squirrels more than anything. So
That's fair. That's fair.
that's probably you feeling the squirrels' weirdness more than anything else. Like
right. I could also
him
change...
hitting 3/4 of the time is.
It could also. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, him hitting 3/4 of the time is pretty wonky, especially when it's just extra. you know.
Right. I will say I could also just change it to birds type scoring so that his maximum health gets points, and then that way people are forced to fight him a little bit.
You could. I
You
mean,
mean like every turn scoring, and then it's like, oh, we have to attack the thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
you could
gotcha.
try that. I mean, I
I
would.
was gonna say, oh,
No,
sorry.
no, you go ahead.
I was gonna say you could make it to where like if he takes an action or attacks, like it's a rage thing, so he could like kind of be damaging himself by taking action. So maybe you lose a scrap,
Every time he activates.
or something like that. Yeah, every turn you lose a scrap. Just you fly in. If he's a robot in a rage, theme wise, it might make sense that he damages himself.
Yeah.
Um,
Or that like if that every turn he has to attack and like must move if possible and then must attack. So like if he gets stuck in a clearing with your goblins, he has to attack your goblins. Could be
Right.
thematic, you know.
That would also incentivize you to keep goblins off of him a little bit. So
Right, as opposed to being like, "All right, cool, come fight my champ," you know. It's like
Yeah.
I gotta fuck like fucking 7 guys. Are you kidding me? The Bushtails.
oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Did anyone else have anything on the goblins?
I was just gonna say I did like your previous build. So if you're still flirting between both of them, yeah, I definitely thought the last one was really good too. So either way, definitely cool concepts.
Yeah, I mean, I think this was a lot more focused. For obviously the people watching weren't able to see the other one. There was a whole other mechanic where there was a second type of token that was out called mushrooms that did some extra fun stuff.
I only say just I felt like this one you had much less interaction in
yeah, I mean, I don't know,
people's
'cause
lives and stuff because the mushrooms you were like messing with people's buildings, and this one, the turns that you scrapped, you scurried, grabbed the scrap, scurry back, and then there was maybe a combat or two.
right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, part of that is that like you guys had suggested to move the mushrooms off into something else.
Right. I mean, I think this was more focused, and I think part of the reason that there was a lack of interaction was because the champ was so busted, and that if he was less busted, that there would be more interaction. You know.
I definitely think there's also something to be said for incentivizing interacting with him, attacking him.
Right. Giving some point benefits or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, or either incentivize us or make him like damage himself somehow, hurt himself or something.
All right.
Yeah.
But
I will
anyways,
take it into consideration.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun. This guy was terrifying, but I like the idea of the champ, just this sort of giant robot walking around the board. Like, at all times, I was concerned and worried about it and paying attention to it,
As
which
you
was
should
fun.
be.
Right.
I think.
and it was
I think
cool he only moved one because you're like planning ahead, like, okay, he can move one of these places, so I need to make sure I'm going.
Right. I mean, and that's the thing is he's always going to be connected to like on most maps. He's always going to be connected to at least 3 or 4. There's, there's a couple weird clearings here and there, like in winter, but people can't vacate a quarter of the map or a third of the map. Like, people need to play route. They need to put their buildings down or their tokens down or their people down. They can't just be like, well, we're just not going to be next to the champ. Like, people are going to be next to him. So.
right.
Yeah, but I mean, it worked. We had both Lobos and Erie who really need to like put buildings down in clearings, and we managed to do it with the champ as an absolute monster.
Yeah, no, that's
Well,
true.
Lobos got wrecked. I didn't. Well, I didn't get hit by the champ, but yeah, when he rolled over here and killed 6 of your or 5 of your dudes, that was a pretty big hit.
Right.
But he chose to go address the squirrels. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't want to say 6 damage is too much because I did 6 damage to myself. So
what's this knife doing here? Yeah. Ow.
Yeah.
Now I'll definitely. I think I'll make the second track just be. You can place the scrap there, like you suggested, and then just tune it down a little bit so the extra hits are further down.
Yeah, I mean, I think either's gonna work. Whether you do max hits or extra hits, I think the my only worry on extra hits is it'd probably have to be like 0, 0, 1, 1.
1, 2.
Right. Yeah, it would need to be something like that, which might just feel icky when you're just playing. You'd be like, well, fuck it, I'll just give myself health. At that point, you probably would need to put victory points on both tracks to be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get 1 point, and I'm building towards eventually doing extra, as opposed to this where it's like, okay, I'm doing one max. Okay, now finally I can do 2 rolled, and then okay, I'm getting them to 3, and then I can if I go like really hog wild and like throw all my tokens into this, and have a couple here. Oh, Jesus.
Jeez.
No,
Whoa,
not
what
that.
was that?
I was trying to copy. Yeah, there. Okay, now I can do some extra hits, and I got plenty of health. Towards the end of the game. That feels more in line with kind of root playing for what I but that doesn't mean that it's
or ramps.
yeah, that doesn't mean that it's right. And if you're like, I really want it to go the extra hit route, try it out. Do a couple tests both ways and see what works.
Right.
I think that was most of it. There's some other weird wonky things, but I think focus on
mainly it's fix up how he activates here and fix up the scavenge repairs thing.
Right, and if you fix those, and then that will fix a bunch of other things and reveal other things.
Right. But I mean, like you said, like thematically, the main premise is it's just a big robot you're supposed to be scared of walking around the forest.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's a cool theme. So.
Yeah.
Definitely
I mean, the Bushtail. Well, I think they were doing pretty good. I mean, this scoring was the scoring was odd, which is weird. It was just like a weird interaction between their scoring and their ability to be where nobody else was.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're pretty squirrely.
Right. So, I mean, it didn't so much feel like them doing missions for the foxes or anything, It felt like them being like, let me go where no one is because I can be wherever I want. And I'm just going to
and then get out.
Right, and I'm just going to hang out where no one is and hope that they don't come bonk me.
There are a couple of things I was kind of considering.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I mean, like, you see some iterations on Weird Root. Where it's like I really took it to very different places, but I think someone commented like, "Oh, it's not really a simple faction anymore," and I think that kind of highlighted what I was kind of feeling uncomfortable about, which is like I kind of just want these dudes to be pretty straightforward, like
right. Which I mean, they were very straightforward. That's true.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Well, it just if all the actions are straightforward, but the victory points are just like a nightmare to calculate. At that point, it's like
right.
It just doesn't feel quite as tidy. So,
right. Yeah, I mean, I think it was the older iterations were nice because I felt like you were able to like pop up anywhere and start attacking and hitting people, which you did that one turn. You spawned on top of the Lobos and hit the crap out of them. But I felt like other than that one turn, you weren't really spending any of your actions attacking. You were just like popping up and spawning and moving so that you could rule as much as possible. As opposed to being like, I feel like the last iteration was this like strike force of like popping up here and blowing up a bunch of stuff and then popping up there and doing a bunch of stuff. Them being suit locked and being and having that random spawning of a building made it so you're like, all right, well, I randomly spawned a building in Mouse. And I didn't really want to attack in Mouse, but now I kind of do want to attack in Mouse so that I can move into that and protect that so it doesn't get bonked for points.
Sure.
So I guess I'm going to go and hit them there,
I'd add to like in your current build, like you're less motivated, much less motivated to attack because you need to control the score. And
Yeah.
if you attack, lose your dudes, now you're not in control. So, you're not striking people. Which,
Good point.
if you
Good
like
point.
that scoring in this premise, I thought it was actually a little more complicated just because you really need to like think a turn or two in advance about like what's empty and where you want to
Right.
strike as far as like rule goes, not strike as in
Right.
attacking.
Right.
If you
Also,
like that theme, oh, go.
no,
Sorry.
no, no, yeah. You can
I was gonna
finish.
say if you like that theme, you could change the squirrel theme to be like more of like maybe they're like people that come in like some sort of scavenger thing that come in after the fight, and they're like,
Mhm,
"Hey,
mhm.
we roll it for a minute." Like these empty clearings, and they're like
Sure.
they pop out, "Ooh, nobody's here."
Right. They're more
And
like
they're over.
I mean,
opportunists or something like
Yeah.
that.
s-
Um.
something I was considering two other things that were a little bit more thematic.
mm,
It's just I didn't know if they'd be too complicated. One would be like scoring a point for every clearing that has two Bushtail warriors and enemy pieces, which kind of incentivizes you to get up in the face of other factions. But I felt like I didn't feel like that'd be super balanced. Um,
Yeah.
the
I was
other
actually
one,
wondering, what if you
yeah,
score for outposts and clearings with enemy pieces, and develop a way to move them?
to move the outposts or the pieces.
You can move a way to move outposts around the board,
Oh,
and you score points for having outposts in like clearings with, a certain number of enemy pieces. That way you really are like hopping out of the forest, setting up an outpost, and like attacking.
yeah, yeah,
Or I don't know, like, but yeah, like I see exactly what you're saying because I really like this faction, but they need something that keeps them moving,
hmm
and the scoring needs to tie into it because the scoring system right now seems to want you to play them differently than they're designed to.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Well,
I mean, you chose you. I mean, for a quote unquote beginner friendly faction, you chose one of the like hardest things for beginners to grok,
The forest.
which is the forest and rule, and your previous one was crafting costs. Those are like
yeah,
the three biggest things. So I mean, that's where like what I had suggested last time was because you had like two locked things that were going into a pile here
yeah,
before
yeah,
was some sort of thing where like that pile didn't go to the discard and you scored off of kind of like quests based off those suits, which maybe that isn't what it is, but doing something I liked honestly the suit locking mechanism of like
yeah.
I can only do because especially for a beginner to be like okay I have to choose it's kind of like um you know
Well,
my
so
What
brain
if you put these towers in the forests and you put traps on the trails? No, that sounds like a stupid fucking idea.
Isn't there somebody that already does that?
yes yes
there is one other thing that might actually work, which is kind of the more serious way I was thinking of going. What if it was suit locked and the basic way you score victory points is just infamy? Just you knock out a piece, you got a point.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, infamy has been nerfed into despot infamy for a reason, which is taking up doing that just tends to imbalance the game because you're just like, well, I
Yeah,
can roll into this clearing and just attack 3 times and just wipe out a huge chunk of my enemy and also get 7 points.
Yeah.
sure.
You
But
want you want people to have to think about how they're hitting and who they're hitting and why.
mm,
Mhm,
Like infamy as it sits, like it's this is the main thing is I don't think the vagabond normal infamy system is way too powerful, even though it can be sometimes. I think what it does is incentivizes the vagabond to not care about balancing the game or who they're hitting, just to find the clearing with the most pieces and beat the fuck out of it.
Right.
And so it's like it could be the lizards in 4th place, and it makes the game less fun for that person.
Right, which is literally what I did to the Lobos. You were like in second to last place, not by
But I
much,
won.
and I know you still won, and I was just like, well, I'm gonna punch the shit out of you right now because it's the most points I can literally get. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, coming back to my point, the easiest thing for beginners to understand is suit, because
Okay.
every
yeah.
card game has suit.
I would agree with that.
Right?
yeah.
You can just be like the color at the top is your suit. So figuring out a way to connect the scoring to the cards that you're playing maybe and the suit that they are. That's an area that's not super tapped in Root. Is like the cards that you are playing that are yours. You know, like there's the discard deck and the lizards, but they're not really scoring off the discard. They're using that to do other things. They're discarding to score. So I don't know. There's got to be something in there where you're using the suits because it's one of the easiest things for a new player to understand,
Yeah,
and using that for the scoring. And I just don't know what it is.
What do these guys do to deserve evening crafting?
I think part of it is that crafting is relatively easy for them because they build the outposts
Right.
and then craft. So I felt like it was a little too powerful to move crafting before daylight or before the building. Does that make sense?
No,
No.
not at all. That would be weaker. That would be
no,
much.
sorry.
That'd be
Like,
much
Evening
weaker.
what-
crafting's super, super powerful.
Right.
Okay.
It's widely considered like, oh, you want to nerf moles, just take crafting out of evening.
I mean, the other
Oh, wait a sec. You're saying that evening crafting is really good.
yes, evening
Yes.
crafting is good. So if
I
you
see.
wanted to nerf them, you could move it up into birdsong. The other thing, which is literally just kind of formatting, is I would take this daylight and split it into 3 and do commandeer. Spend any number of cards to place outposts and matching clearing without an outpost. Then take however many actions plus the number,
Yeah.
and then do battle
Yeah.
recruit move.
Yeah, that would also be a good little buff because it would increase their actions by making Commandeer free.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, which it
My-
kind of was here anyway. It was just confusing. So,
Yeah.
so
So Commandeer doesn't count as one of your actions?
right. Well, it
Well,
did because it didn't because you're counting.
Oh, because then you immediately got another. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's super weird.
Right. 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 I specifically had to on my oozes be like the number of actions that are out there at the beginning of daylight to get around that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
or just make the outposting free.
Right.
so this is the other thing is the last way you could only place 1 outpost per turn. So if you got smacked, you would. So I think it has to be you spend the cards to play the outposts. But then the problem is if the outposts are tied to the cards, it kind of gets back to what happened here, right? Where all the outposts are gone. Well, now you have to start from scratch.
Right. I mean, that's where the other thing might be. I mean, you didn't even touch these 8 guys.
Yeah,
So-
I got 5. I got 5 more off to the side too.
Right.
You could have upped the recruiting. That could
Right. So
change everything.
So, I mean, that could be part of like just it being easier to get out more outposts, so you automatically have more of the actions, but you were kind of hovering around, here-ish, back and forth.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if
Alright.
that might be a setup thing where you just need more guys out during setup, so it's harder to bonk you into oblivion in the beginning, or it might be a thing where it's you get a 1 free recruit plus this, or you recruit 2 guys every time, or
Sure.
Yeah.
I think.
or it could be something like when you place an outpost, the outpost comes with a guy. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay,
I played around with that idea actually.
right. So like, okay, I spend a card, I put an outpost, I get a guy. All right, now I have 3 actions. Okay, I'm gonna spend 1 here, and then I spend 1 here, and then I'm gonna attack.
Sure.
That feels a little bit maybe better recruitment wise. So you're not just like constantly hanging on by nail.
So
Sure.
this is a really wild idea, but like possible something for scoring. Like I'm not saying use this, but like something like this, but like just start thinking about stuff out there. Because like, what if instead of for every clearing you rule, you scored one victory point, but at the start of your turn you rolled like one of these dice,
Mhm.
and you could score one victory point for every clearing of that suit you either rule or have like killed at least two enemy pieces in.
That's a lot to keep track of, but
It's
It, it
that much because there are a maximum of 4 clearings.
right. Uh,
I to be
Because
honest, that
I mean, what I'm saying is basically like that he is. I think there's a, I think there's a lot of exploring space you can do in how to score,
mhm.
and I don't know if that's a good idea, but like something that keeps you moving and active,
Right.
Mhm.
Well, or something that's incentivizing you to attack people,
incentivizing attack, but I think also incentivizes you to leave clearings and move to other parts of the board.
so you're not just
yeah,
sitting there.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you want to
Maybe.
be like using the ascend and descend. I think you want to make those always good when you can do them.
Right.
So I'm now thinking with that die, what you could do instead of spending a card to suit lock yourself, roll the die.
Right. It could be that you
And
roll the die at the beginning of the turn and go, all right, well, this turn I'm
yeah,
Yeah, which sucks.
right. I mean, that's where it was. I felt like it was so interesting when you had to, you got, you pulled from the top of the deck. That's where you built
yeah,
automatically, and then you had your
Yeah.
hand of like 2 or 3 cards and go, okay, I can hit foxes this turn or I can hit mouse this turn. All right, I just play something in fox, but there's more guys in mouse, and you know what? I can live with that one getting destroyed. Let me put it into mouse, and then I can
yeah,
attack some
yeah.
guys and get some points that way. That was a really interesting dichotomy, and I really liked that. And I'm missing that here of that kind of risk reward of
Okay.
What's their story?
that.
Who are they? What are they doing? Does that help solve the mechanic? Like if you figure that out?
The like the way I envision this is kind of like the denizens of the woodland are just like they feel totally helpless, and this brigade has come in and offered this. So the denizens are like the more kind of you can, the more power it seems like you have, the more they're gonna come to you, the more they're gonna, you know, offer you their places to stay, the more they're gonna reward you with, you know, they're gonna help you into trees, all that good stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right, which is why I think I was drawn so much to the questing scoring, because that's basically like the theory behind questing is that you're helping out the denizens of the land.
Yeah.
So
The,
it's
the,
thematic, but um
the issue with that though is that like if you're gonna quest once per turn, it becomes not powerful enough because end of the game you're gonna get at most like over 8 turns probably about 20 points maybe
right.
that way. Um, Whereas like if you allow 2 quests per turn
hmm
or something like that, then it becomes way too powerful.
I mean, does it?
I think so,
Here.
isn't it?
Hey,
Turn
guys, I gotta
one.
bounce. I gotta bounce.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
No, yeah.
Likewise.
No
That
problem.
was a
Good
lot
night.
of fun, but I'm gonna have
Hey,
to
love
run.
playing with y'all.
Yeah.
Hit me up anytime if you need chat.
Yeah.
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 We'll
Thanks,
make
Bucks.
it
I mean,
normal.
this is like 3 turns in, right? And you're getting only 3 points,
Mhm. Mhm.
or I
Yeah, I
guess
see it.
you know. Okay,
Well,
like I got really lucky. I got 5 points that turn. Now maybe people are like, oh, let's go and hunt down his mouse ones because he's gonna keep getting a crap ton of points. So, all of a sudden I have to start defending my mouse things. But then, okay, now all of a sudden I'm getting really dangerous on fox. Maybe I have to do, 1 turn where I only get 1 point because I have to go hit somebody over there, that really needs to get hit in bunny. So I have to take a turn
Sure.
where I get nugged. I don't know. I think it could work, but I think part of the other thing is like it is similar enough to questing that it's going to be easy to grok for people who have
Mhm.
played, but
Mhm.
but different enough that people were going to be like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's a cool way to do scoring. I hadn't really thought of that. And it really only worked. It really only works in this like the weird ecosystem that you had before of like you're forced to
Sure.
do one thing here and then you had to choose a thing here. So like you were by design dropping 2 cards every turn.
Yeah. I would need to up the card draw on that though.
Right. But I
Like,
mean, you were doing that anyway with these. So
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. If
Well,
you
I
don't
know.
if you don't like it as an idea, it's fine. There are other ways to figure it
No,
out. But
I enjoy the feedback.
because
And
I mean, I I think yeah, Coyote was right that having some sort of way to incentivize them fighting, and I felt like
Mhm.
that that unseen video, they were way more fighty than this, and way more aggressive, and able to be throwing guys up into the forests and hitting hitting weak areas and being like, oh crap, wow, you're doing a lot of damage and it's really scary, as opposed to this, which is them just kind of diffusing out into the empty parts of the map and being like, I got 4 points this turn. And you're like, well, did you really? I mean, you got 4 points, but did you really? You didn't really.
Yeah.
You didn't really do anything, did you?
No, that's fair.
So.
For sure. Yeah. Oh, like, lots to think about. I should probably hit it.
Yeah, it's insanely late. As I said at the beginning, I've been up since like 5:45. So anyway,
Yeah.
that was awesome, guys.
Thanks for the feedback, by the way.
Yeah, that was good feedback. I look forward to seeing all y'all on Discord.
If real quick, if I just had a quick question.
Yeah.
How'd you feel their spawn rate was? The recruitment rate?
I
thought it was a little high.
I felt like it was a little high, but I feel like it's a problem for another day. Basically, I feel like it's a little too high, but the champ isn't working right now, and I feel like your whole faction revolves around the champ right now, and it should. So let's fix the champ let's fix the champ first, and then we can deal with the recruiting, because it might just be something where like repairs requires a card. So then yeah, you have to spend a card to play some stuff, and you have to spend a card to do this. And it's like, okay, well, I can only recruit once this turn,
Right.
Or maybe this passive is only 1 goblin and then 1 for each,
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways to tinker with this, and it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, figure out the champ first, and then tinkering with the spawn rate is gonna be easy.
Yeah, I put a quick screenshot of what I was working on real quick. But the current idea is have the power level at the one you said for max hits, but then you can dedicate scrap to rage for additional hits that last for 1 battle, and then the scrap goes away.
Yeah, you could do something wonky like that. You could
Yeah,
have
just an
power.
idea.
You could have I mean, so the thing, if you up to this to 12 scrap, you could do a bunch of you could have 3 or 4 options of things to put it in. You could do
Right.
Health and power and speed, and rage, and like, oh, okay, so he's only got 2 health, but he's gonna be able to roll 3 hits, and he's gonna do 2 extra hits, and he can move 2. You could do some wonky stuff, but that would only be like at the very end of the game. You could do all of those things because you've gathered all 12, and it's gonna be a lot harder to gather with this change to repairs. So that's where you're probably also gonna need some extra actions somewhere on that chart, where it's like, oh, if I get to 3 health, then I get an extra action, and if I get to 2 rage, I get an extra. Who knows where it will end up being, but
Yeah. All right. Well, have a good night then. I'll work on it. Yep.
It was cool stuff, guys. That was a lot of fun. If anybody has actually watched to the end of this video, please like and subscribe. It helps me a lot. This is a long one tonight, though, so y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Cheers, man.
Bye.